some tunage. Oh my god, can you believe it? The game is the music is as fun as the game is. You're being too loud there, buddy. As much as I love it, you can't be louder than me. I'm not gonna allow it today. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Hardcorn, and we're back with something great, something fantastic, something you know and love and very familiar. It's Taimanin time. We got action Taimanin. We're gonna have squad, and we're gonna also have a little special bonus here at the end if you want to stay around for it. So stick around and watch, because we got lots of stuff to go on today. Either way, how is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Hope your Saturday went well. I spent good part of my day yesterday sorting out all my clothes and sorting out everything else in there so I can get ready to move in about 2 weeks. Got to move some stuff to my new location. So if anything, we're probably not going to stream like the week that I end up moving. So don't be surprised. So if something does happen, well, and if anything happens, the character release was for gems that other day. So we've got some very important news, as a matter of fact. We've got to go first over here. I got to remember to open my gloggle. Got to go over here to that. Well, we'll just put on the other web page so I can do this. There it is. Okay. Because we got some things to read and some things to see. So let's get started with the newsletter. Let's go over here. Windows captured? Yes, Windows is captured. Alright, there we go. So, let's start off with the newsletter. As we can see here, we've got great stuff. Great stuff. Because we have Clone Yukikaze finally gets into the game. She has a nice 6-year discrepancy between her original supporter in the game and this one now. So it's safe to say the least. It's like been waiting a long time for the most part. Hopefully it's gonna be worth the wait, to say the least. So she's got all kinds of cool stuff we know and love. It's like she's the one from the Clone Saga. She's got the big booty. She's got the one that shares the same hair type and color as her actual mother, and not the big old super twin tails. No, this is the Yuki people like. Well, I don't know. It's like it depends on who you're talking to, but hey, there we go. Okay, cool. It's gonna scroll. So we've got Clone Yukikaze comes on in. She arrives, and you get, like, over the course of the entire month, all the way into, like, almost the middle of May, actually. That's huge. That's, like, what, 45 days almost. So, friend emblems, love letters, Yukikaze, skill point nodes. You gotta love them. So, let's see. We've got pick up items. Ooh, that means it's, like... So, what you can see here, she's got her own unique weapon. We've got to go check that out, though. So, she's got Heaven's Road. Heaven's Door, even. Raiju. Oh wow, it's a different spelling of Ryan or something. Plasma Punisher, Indra, Simplified Punisher, Gosha Transition Glove. I wonder what that could mean. But in the meantime, we've got to go check out the website, because they've got all that stuff on there to talk about. Because my goodness, they released the video the other day, which is why I always say I love waiting for when they have what is it called? When they release information regarding the character itself. I don't want to jump the gun on those sort of things. So we'll take a little detour. Tour de naturale. We gotta go over here to... Where is it? Not him. There it is, the AT webpage. They hide Oboro and they hide Sakura because they don't like them very much. For me? No, thank you. Let's go to videos. Let's go to videos. Let's F11 this baby. So what you got there, Yukikizmo? You've got to be something special, right? People have been waiting for literal years for this girl. So what's this gonna go? This again? Okay.
あなたの選択なら意味があると信じてるわ。
Hold on. Hold on. Let's go back. Use your... I love it. I love it. She's out there just like, she got the cant on the hip. She's like absolutely serving cunt out here. She's just, and then she's just like, gets the whole squad. It's like Mega Man's Final Smash, where he summons all the like the versions from the last like 30-something years together. They went all in on her. I really hope she's a lot less maintenance heavy that can compare to someone like Mary. Mary's really cool if you're into meme setups that require a lot of crazy stuff to happen, because she has like, Mary has the really high damage potential out of it. And then you have this. She's out here with like, she's got the lightning spear, the hands, lightning bolt out of there. She's like fucking Hadouken. Cool. I like her better than regular Yukikaze because they are two different people. I wish she was, you know, packing more heat, but she's got some meat in the seat, so we can live with it. So let's talk about what she brings to the table. She has a dual-sided buff. It has the meter on the bottom like we saw earlier, so it's going to depend on what we're doing. So Lightning Bolt Punisher fills up concentration, so melee attacks fill concentration, and range fills release. So different effects are granted on the state. So when you max it out, 40%, 10% more speed. When you're on the when you flip the side over to the blue, you get 30% more benefit. Neutral, nothing. And then when you're on the red side, critical damage boost, and then super release 70%, electrocuting 2 random enemies every 14 seconds. So kind of odd to say the least. And the fact that it's like it applies a defense down every 14 seconds, so that's kind of a while. I imagine that'll see a little bit more use in Total War or anything like that. But I'm gonna get effectively what? It's probably something like a 50-50 gauge, where it's like you hit 25% and then you get like permanent Kaoru attached to you, so you can actually almost forego it. So you get the choice of, okay, do I want to punch people or do I want to shoot people? You probably have to play a combination of both. So maybe you'll be ended up some sort of like balancing act between them. I wonder if you can actually just go all in with one or the other, because obviously attack, it's universal and it makes your crits hit harder in the first place. But this is an after the fact matter. 50% damage is nothing to scoff at though. It's a sick-ass passive. I like it. So let's go to... welcome, everybody. I'm glad to see everybody could make it, though. It's, we're just starting off with this sort of stuff. We're talking about the video. It's a little sidetrack from the newsletter itself. But obviously, we got to show this off. We're talking about the new character, a clone Yukikaze. It's great stuff. It's weird that they've given us 2 characters we've asked for years. It's a coincidence. Do you think this is the year that the community wishes are being granted? I feel like that's going the way it is, because obviously they're managing squad right now. They're managing this, obviously. And this month, they're not only going to be giving a character people have wanted for years upon years, they're also giving what is it? A change to Total War this month, and also the next tier higher in farmable daily quests, which is kind of nuts. We've had the same quest since the beginning, and now we're finally getting the next tier up from them. Frankly, obviously volume is what counts for the most part, so that's what makes the biggest difference. So that's what amazes me for the most part. It's like just how much more they're gonna give us for, like, we're already on hard, so like expert mats or something. They'll probably transfer the nomenclature from there, at least from squad. But Eclipse. The Eclipse cannon is when in normal state, normal, super concentrated, and super release are simultaneously... when you're in normal, both are applied, but their effect values are reduced to 50% of their original values. Lightning Punisher's effect values become 140% and skill damage boost. Let's see. And then 50% of that is 20% boost and 35. So she'll have a mid-level Kaoru supporter, and then she'll have like a mid-level Stella or something like that permanently attached to her when she's in the normal state. I wonder if it was able to be like you can't gain them anymore, but you get half of their value, so it's always applied in the first place. But Punisher becomes 1.4 times. This is pretty nuts. That's kind of crazy to say the least. And then 48% more skill damage. Oh, Gorg, I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of people buy this for cash. It's Yukikaze, the single most popular character in the entire franchise, and well, at least on Japan's side. Like, she's the most popular character to ever exist next to Asiago and Rinko. They're going to be, there's going to be some real spending. I guess this is probably this, like all right, we're going to release her, so we're going to cover the funding from Squad. Range attack with subtract, and then be additive. Let's check out the that. Obviously, the weapon's going to be fine. It's going to be like Mary's, where it's like, all right, you either... I can already tell, though, that like she's going to be just fine without this. Like, all of her skills are going to be like a balancing act, whether or not you want to play specific builds or anything. She's I can already see that normally she's going to be you commit to one type, either... What is it? You have to commit to either fists or guns to play it for a certain play style, depending on what color is going on. And then we have to deal with, and this is if you want to play the best of both worlds. I really like that it's it's halved of the effects, so you can't just like, oh, it's super OP. But Punisher is being a 140% booster on that one is like, I can already tell it's like, this is probably gonna be some sort of really spammable skill. It's probably in the video. We gotta watch it again. And 48% more skill damage, always welcome. That was on Mary's too. So I guess this is really just to help shore up the fact that these become like halved. I don't care about the voice pack. Let's watch this. There it is. So Mjolnir Impact, I imagine that's going to be for this. Okay, so we can already see that it's this is a two-stage. This is gonna be like a two-stage skill. So it does. It's like it gains on the bottom, and then she used the other skill, and it reduced it back to 0. I guess it's based on like instances of attack, not total hit count, because she shot it into that group of people. She shot it into the group of people, and it didn't like just immediately shoot it into the stratosphere. So it's based on total hits for like the actual skill itself. I do appreciate though that it's actually incrementing in slots of 1. So you got to so it is actually doing it though. It's like she's doing her volt dance into the crowd itself, and it's gaining her like 5 or 6 apiece. Oh wait, I totally forgot about that. So this is probably the threshold you need to be at. So it's like, obviously this is the neutral point. You won't get any value out of it. So you need to be at least probably about almost, what is this, like a 20% of the bar. You need to fill up 20% there, and you're going to be sitting in this area for a pretty long ass time. And you'll be getting here probably after your 3rd or 4th skill usage, depending on how many enemies there are. They obviously don't show them using against bosses where the hit count is going to be lower. So imagine it'd be like if we're using this against Big Daddy over there, Big Black Daddy, or Astaroth is coming, so she'll be in the rotation. I still love that so much. It's good. It's like, oh no, she's caught in between the portal. Doctor Strange, save her. What do I think of her so far? pretty neat. I like what she's got going on, to say the least. She'll be she's like super Rin, but it's like with Rin's booty but without the booby, you know what I mean? Pretty cool. There, we'll F11 that. We'll go back to the newsletter. Pretty cool. I like what she's got going on. And yeah, no paywalled costume on her day one cash thing. Hopefully they learned their lesson, because like, by God, that is some bullshit. I hated that. Makes me not want to get her in the first place. Let's go back. Play some shitty games that suck ass. I like what she's got going on. I hope there's more instances of her doing other stuff as well. I can only imagine what her intimacy event's going to be. Window capture. There it is. Attributes there. I wonder what her gotcha weapon is gonna be, because her package weapon is obviously, it's fine. It's, you know, it'll do what it needs to do for the most part. It gives you effectively double stage one. It gives you the maximum, but it's like almost keeps it into stage 1, to say the least. So it's not completely busted, to say the least. But I want to see what the other attacks look like. So we've got other stuff. We got the Cherry Blossom Festival store. So the entire month, you get clear missions, get lanterns and shit like that. So we can get Cherry Breeze, Gotcha Coin Nano Box, blueprints, and more. Hang on though, I'll be right back. I gotta. My food's ready. My food's ready. Okay. All right, so we've got Cherry Blossom event. We covered that, and then Golden Week is in April. So it's an event where you can use AP, BP, Gold to get all kinds of stuff, because you know they're going to be giving out lots of stuff there. Maybe they could have added a sort of like, you know, golden bikini situation, but hey, we can't get it all, can we? So that lasts, okay, it's the second half of the month, right until about the end of the Yukikaze stuff. Limited gotcha coin, costume crafting material, Golden Week gift box. You gotta love it. So this week's April Golden Pass is gonna be Peerless Beauty Fentanyl. You gotta love her. Coming all the way from China to poison the States. She's coming over here and giving us bricks of fentanyl like we no other. Looking great, even better. I gotta say, it's like I'm obviously gonna pick this one up because I love me some Phantasma. She's fantastic. One of my absolute baby in Total War. I use her in VR. I use her just about everywhere. She is great. And this is an absolute winner of a costume, to say the least. Hopefully they can run Ragnarok's costume as well. That's a serious winner, to say the least. So I like it. That's the Golden Pass special, so that runs the entire course of the month. So now that makes me wonder, this month's Golden Pass, they ran it to have an old supporter. So they had old Sakura's very first limited supporter with her, the blue spin to win set. So with that one, it makes me think, like, who's going to be next? Is it going to be Rinko's first limited? Probably is. It's probably going to be like Shosu or something like that to arrive, or something with Sue. No, the Draconic Force didn't exist yet. So we have that. And then we have new and repeated event stories. So we've got Chaotic House Party. We got Parrot. Is that how you say it? Parrot? Peridot? Not quite sure myself, but this Poisonous Gal, we actually have to go to the Twitter for this. I forgot about that because it's on there. Oh yeah. Thank you, Insane Gehenoid Enjoyer, for liking my post about Rio. You are the man. go here. Because I don't have the picture. Gotta scroll. They also have a developer's note out there. Where are you? Okay. So we have Parrot for the event supporter, and we also have Miss Marin, Hosho Marin even. I like her though. I think she's probably the same artist that does the Italian girls from Blue Archive. So we gotta go back to the past. Where does my window capture lead? Oh. Oh fuck! I keep forgetting. Like, why haven't I not seen this? There it is. Look at that, we're back on Twibber again. So we have Chaotic House Party. She's got Make Some Noise Gas. Very cool. Reduces damage from all enemies. Increases skill damage dealt to enemies with debuffs. So it's like Suzune but in green, but it's like halved the effect. So it's not exactly the most effective. Probably there to just read the supporter for that one. Poison support though. So it's a 55 on a 7.5 dot. Let's see. Dealing 100% of attack on your on the dot itself. That's actually pretty good. Like that. Oh, gotta re-like it. Stupid. Peerless Beauty and Mirabelle returns, and we scroll up here. What does the other girl do? Miss Marin, she's over here with reduces damage taken by demons and humans, increases critical damage of demons and humans. So it's critical damage in protect, always worthwhile. And then Clip is the main passive. We're gonna have demon type ally damage increased by 16%. Summon shadows, scissors, ooh, like from a clock tower, or the guys from Devil May Cry. Deal damage of 1480 and deals damage equal to 10% of target's current HP. Nice. On a 35-second CD, so you'll be able to see it at least a couple of times. So that can shred a pretty huge amount of HP because it's 10% of current. So anything is like, so obviously if an AI uses this the moment the fight starts, it'll just lop off for like a bajillion damage. But obviously it still retains value later on with that too. I like it. Very cool. Very cool, lady. And make sure to like and retweet that one. What's this one? Nice. Peerless Beauty for that one. Well, that's for later. Let's go back here. Go back here. She's Felicia's maid. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's awesome. She's Felicia's maid in the first place. But other than that, we have a repeat for Sora's event. Everybody loves Sora, right? Everybody loves her mechanically, but in a thematic sense, it's a little bit difficult. I like this event though, where she has to where they teach her and Sakia to go undercover, and it's a nice learning moment to say the least. It's very fun. And the bitch event with Felicia. Oh yeah, I surely forgot. I forgot about this character they mentioned probably one time, and it's like, okay, thanks. That's nice and all. It's like, okay. It's a nice maid outfit. Pretty cool. It says her name on there if you forgot what it was. It's totally possible actually. But what we're here for is what happens after that. That's right. After 4 years of waiting, she finally gets a limited package. Not Golden Pass, not event related. She gets her own real deal outfit. Look at that. She's got robotic knees. She's got the arrow. She's looking like fucking Genji from Overwatch. She's like Tracer Fox. It's like, look, she's Tracer Tong from Deus Ex. Like, look at that. She's got arrows. The arrow already has motion lines when she's still knocking it. It's like, gotta say, pretty cool. Pretty cool in that sense. The arrows explode. It's like, I can only imagine what this is going to modify for the most part. Hanzo was the archer. There we go. Genji was the sword guy, wasn't he? They're trying so hard to make us like her. It's like it's the techwear outfit. So I like the techwear series they have in the game already. So it's like this is another nice addition to it. Look, her ears are like Diva, but she shoots arrows like Hanzo. Wow. Someone played Overwatch in 2019 or something. Wow, cool. I wonder if this is going to modify, because everybody knows her one skill that everybody uses is Celestial Fox. If this modifies Celestial Fox to just be even more broken than it already is, there we go. Sora is gonna obviously, this is probably gonna premiere the same time. Where is it? This is probably gonna premiere the same time as the update for Astaroth getting into the game, and now we're getting into the game for Total War, and we will check out later on in the developer's note what they changed in terms of that. Really cool stuff. So we've got Tracer Fox, Infinity Tracer, Tracer. What is it? That's her supporter is Tracer, Sora, Infinity Tracer, Hyper Tracer, Tracer. I guess either they really liked Genji. No, they really liked Hanzo's because they liked her make her shoot arrows, but they wanted to make her look like Tracer, but missed the booty part and the time traveling shenanigans. I will certainly get the stuff for her, though. I will certainly get the stuff for Sora, because girl needs all the help she can get. Well, not anymore, to say the least. She's now, top 5 in the game, to say the least. Crazy stuff, to say the least. I never thought I'd be seeing her get a limited package. I thought we'd EOS before that happens. But who knows, maybe we are going to EOS because she is getting a package. Now that she's meta, people will actually buy it. I've been gassing up Sora for years. She's had her problems, but if you learn how to play her, she rewards you very well. And now this is the life we live now. She's good, and now she's going to hopefully have a good set. So then we get Shirayuki. Hey, remember her? We get Shirayuki's Blessing package. It's got 3 tiers for you tards. So you can get the nice 7-day tier advance, 14-day tier advance, crazy shit over there, because you can get the supporter Shirayuki because they're never going to rerun her again. A 36% demon suppressed supporter. Very cool. Voucher for package costumes. Nice. Nanomachine Demonite. Hopefully this doesn't cost too much. But you know how it is with the step-up packages. They fuck your ass up really good in Squad, and they don't do it as much here. So this will probably be like $40 altogether. Cool. One of my favorite packages. This is one of my favorite thumbnails too, because I just put like the Pepe Booba eyes. It's like Flower in the Desert Shizuru. This one is on a discount as well. This is the first time they've reran it in a long time, so it brings back her insanely important Rose Rondo whip, the one that gives you guys a 50% boost to your attack if you're in the gigantic planet-size AoE that it has. Really good costume. She's got the Super Booba. She's got the dancer outfit. One of my favorites. It's either this, regular teacher Shizuru, or dancer like the regular bikini she has. It's very good. It's a very good look, to say the least. She's a lot more fun than what she used to be, to say the least, in terms of actually playing her, but she's always been like a staple VR anything else. What is it? VR Total War, Arena. Well, not Arena. She really thrives in group content because she gets the support she desperately needs. She can obviously, a bit better than she is now previously, but man, I love Shizuru. She's one of my favorite characters in the game, so don't miss the opportunity to pick her up. Then we have Iron Man Psycha. We have, stealth armor, aerial prototype, combat leg, and it's like, I love the costume because I got it on like the first couple tries to make her look like Tony Stark's Iron Man, so that's pretty good. However, the supporter and the weapon kind of were iffy, to say the least. I remember when this released, it was pretty meh because Psycha still maintained a couple of her problems that didn't really help her out. But obviously, Psycha rewards you for a very tactful play and learning how to really make the push when it really needs to happen. This costume really doesn't compare to her default one, her Amane costume, or her Native American costume, because those are like my top ones. Those are the ones she always wears for the most part, and every time they rerun this, I always put it on for her. So it's a good look for her, but the weapons not so much. I think I have I'm sitting at 4 or 5 of those copies, and I think I've used them less than 10 times. There's just really nothing for her in terms of that. Obviously, that answer is wrong in the sense that a boost greave exists now, so you can make her with the cool weapon skin, but with using boost greave, as I always like to do, because it's boost greave. If you're not using that on Saika, you're just not playing her. Well, you still are, because overclock exists in the first place. They made her so good now. I'm very happy about that. Okay, yeah, she's back. Next up is Rin. If you missed her the first time around, very good supporter in Total War, and obviously, it's a good costume all the way around. She's got, all that hanging out right there, so that's a really good reason for you to go buy it. But obviously, the weapon itself and the support, the weapon itself was okay. I remember when this came out, I was like, oh, is this going to be a really good weapon for her? It's like it's going to start changing her gameplay so I can actually use something more compared to her arena weapons. And it didn't. I looked at it incorrectly and implemented it wrong, and it was okay at best. The supporter, though, is really nice for the 2-minute runs you can do in Total War. So it's like, I can appreciate that. I don't play a lot of Rin myself. I certainly understand her value in Total War and in other content, but I'm like, no. So there you go. You can enjoy that if you really like her. So obviously we got some more repeated packages. My Florida woman returns with her Peerless Beauty package. She's got the muscles. She looks like, she looks like fucking Korra from The Legend of Korra, but less lesbianism and more just rocking huge muscles and being cool. And then we have Peerless Beauty Lapis. Great stuff, to say the least. That was the Golden Pass for, I think, the other time I think it was like 2 years ago. That's the package. So Mirabelle was Golden Pass, and then I think also this was too. I know this one with Ragnarok, that was Golden Pass. I did not get it last year because it was I did not get it last year because it was I just didn't want to get it that time. Now that they bring now it's part of the package, so it's an even worse deal in the first place. No Diddy discounts either here, folks, so you gotta pay up. You gotta pay up to get all that Ragnarok in you know what I mean? They released new Ragnarok content in RPGX earlier this week, and the scenes finally got translated. And obviously, Ragnarok's a freaky-ass gal. I love her to death. She's one of the coolest characters they've released in a long time, and she's out there just, pegging Fuma. Everybody was like, oh my god, how could she do that? Nobody batted an eye when fucking Oboro does this, but the moment goddamn fucking Ragnarok does it, everybody loses their fucking mind. It makes me laugh so much. She was already a top 5 character for me, but now the discourse for her, forever going on now, is like, I can't believe she put a gigantic frozen turd inside of his body. And it's like, whatever, dude. This is the series where, Fuma will traditionally, get it on with food of people, and we have animal action and everything like that. That's the tamest we've seen it in, the longest time for the most part. I mean, everybody says, oh, it came out of nowhere. See, like that. I'm like, okay. It's like, lighten up, guys. It's like, this is the same series where they're getting split in half or just flat out killed. Not a what's a little ice cube gonna do? This makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. Well, this is also probably because I can't believe that Ragnarok would do that. She's supposed to be the funny mommy character. Well, she is a mother, and she's also a fucker. That's what she is. Love her. She's great. But it's what is it? It's not out of her capacity for Ragnarok to just go I think what she body swaps her into she body swaps Kiara and then herself so she could get fucked by Fuma, and then she fucks him. And then my favorite thing is like people are like, I can't believe that. It's like, how could she do that in the first place? And then they have her go over here, and then like people compare like Hajime, like, I bet she did that to him. I bet she done turned his little pucker into an inside out jelly donut, to say the least. Oh, that's terrible. In fact, it's like that's more or less like she very much cared for him. I don't think she would ever do that to him in the first place. That seems very out of character in that sense. Ragnarok only does that sort of thing when her daughter is in danger or she doesn't like somebody. Like, come on now, fellas, don't do that. She enjoyed a very happy life with Hajime. That didn't involve him getting his cheeks clapped. Oh goodness, I love you, Ragnarok. You're the best. New costumes. As we saw in that tweet over there, Peerless Beauty makes a return. Francis gets a costume, hopefully a renewal, and Emily gets a new costume, hopefully no renewals, and she gets into the game and does all kinds of great stuff. This is great because I think this is the first Emily costume we've had in a while, and same thing with Francis, so there we go. Very cool stuff. Okay, I've been waiting for this one. I'm trying to hold it back the entire time. We got new Secret Garden, baby. Permanent editions. We got Murasaki. We got Foxy Grandma. We got her going on, to say the least. It's like, this is what we've been waiting for. Like, look at that. She's got the freaky eye. She's got the mask on there, like she with Azusa, and it's like, holy doobie, great stuff. It's like it's almost too tame compared to the. Like, this one's almost tamer than the regular stuff that Grandma wears in the first place. And then we got Murasaki over here, looking her absolute best. It's like, wow. It's like, god damn. You guys know how I always get when we get new Foxy Grandma content. She just so happens to be next to Murasaki, so it's like a cheerleader effect. I gotta say thank you, Murasaki, as well. Because that's been going good. I finished my first run through of the well, not the first, but it's like I finished my first go around through of the Murasaki VN. Now I have to go back and record the footage of going through it again, and then so I could start getting more smaller details. We're going. This video's coming. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's really gonna happen. I'm not gonna deny it. There, I love Foxy Grandma. I can't wait till she gets in squad and costs $80 to get. Oh man, what a world! This is great. This is awesome. The Foxy Grandma support for like the last 2 years she's been in the game has been incredible. I love her. So good. And then we have the return of Peerless Beauty Shiranui. Everybody's favorite mom returns with no pegging attitude, but she has the cool costume. I like wearing this around this time of year too for her. Very good stuff. It's a good look for her. And then of course we have Peerless Beauty returns for Shizuru and Kiara. This is probably one of my least favorite Kiara costumes because well, at least here on this but on this monitor that I have it right now, her skin, all those colors are really washed out on here because it's like, I think it's the way the color grading is on this monitor, but I can see it on stream itself. It looks fine, but it's like, it's too light and her skin's too light, so it makes it look like she's, I messed with the white balance in Photoshop and I made her super pale. Who wore it better? Her mother, of course. Shizuru's is very cool too. It's a traditionalist type of look, and it's obvious, she's got that cash register hanging off of her chest because that shit's money right there. Gotta love it. And then, of course, oh, it's all the way at the bottom. And then, of course, two more costumes. Because it's moved around, I'm not going to change that. Two costumes, obviously. We got Peerless Beauty, Murasaki, and the one for... I almost called her Sora, and we got hers too. So we got both of them together. That's going to be at the end of the month. So I gotta say, pretty good stuff this month. So we got gems times 150, so I'll put that in there, in that part. So pretty good. So let's go back to the game. Look at that, there's Cool Mom. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe she did that to them." I can. You know what? I actively encourage it against fucking Fuma of all people. It's like, why are we complaining about, like, I can't believe she did that to him, when other times they would rather rip out Fuma's throat than you know, ever have him be near any of the girls, to say the least. So that just makes me laugh so much about it. It's like, oh boy, everybody turns tail when the dicking is not coming from him, to say the least. Yawn. That's mean. Because I gotta be a cool cat and enter the coupon myself. Because I didn't do that. Oh my god, stop. I can't get the code. Presents for our male magazine subscribers. What about the women? Texas. Green Man Gaming. This is where the fun begins. I guess, yes, the guys the guys who self-insert as him. It's like, yeah, I guess that's for them. It's like, this isn't for you. This game is not for you. That's what it is. It's like, you're gonna self-insert as that? Prepare to get fucked, loser. What a douche. It's like, I thought everybody hates Fuma. It's like, why are we suddenly getting so defensive? Like, oh, I can't believe he did that. He's so rude to those girls. Oh. And then it's like, he gets his what for with a, you know, an ice cold, he gets a nice big old popsicle in his butt. And it's like, they could never do that to Fuma-kun. Oh my god. Man, I shut the hell up. I don't need none of that. Kara's rampant lesbianism. You know, we don't talk about it when it's like between two women, but it's like between, it's like that. It's like, ooh, the creep suit. The orc allies. That's it. Because today is they don't have any like new events coming up, because obviously that's for next week, when they start putting out all that stuff, because we're going to get a new character. That's going to be fun. I mean, it always feels like they sort of have different writers for different sort of things. Because I remember seeing like, what is it? They were teasing the Ragnarok thing, like, oh wow, it's the bikini armor event. Super cool. And then it's like, oh no, I can't believe what they've done. I care about Shikinosuke. As soon as I saw the one where it's like Oboro like splits his ass open like a fucking log, I'm like, oh man. Terrible stuff. But it's like, well, it's also pretty par for the course for Shikinosuke, to say the least. If he's not getting fucked, hopefully he's doing some fucking, to say the least. See, the thing is also, like, they want to try to implement, like, you know, Kage form Asagi, when she's like, she got the perp on, when she ingests purple drink and becomes, you know, the big hitter. When she does that in 3, you know, we get the white costume. Good job, Kara. Good job of getting bodied against Sora. See, now my question is, it's like, all right, now they managed to put in clone Yukikaze. So, what are they eventually going to do? Like, are they eventually going to put in clone Asagi? Because I'd love that. I'd be the first one to buy that. I'll buy the $90 package for all I care. It's like, oh, we're gonna get the Taimanin, we're gonna get the Asagi voice pack. It's like, what? What the hell is that? She's already talks a shitload in the game. It's like, what's this gonna be? It's like, oh my god. Speaking of Asagi, they managed to also release another Asagi ASMR. I think this is like her 4th one, because it's like, there's Headmistress 1, there's Working Girl Asagi that was released for the series 20th anniversary. There's I think there was one previously to this, I don't remember. I'm probably thinking of somebody else. And there's the one where it's a Zero Asagi doing that. So it's either 3 or 4. I was like, no, because I remember that the last one I got was Ingrid's. Embarrassed seeing naked in public. It's like, yeah, that's what happens in that one. She's like, she always covered up like, oh my god, I can't believe I've been exposed like this. And also, I'm going to split your ass open like a fucking, like a pipe. Like when they're at the factory and they have like that tool that splits the pipe open for softer metals so they can like make it butt into each other. That's what happened. What about Mr. Catboy? It's, oh man, Mr. Homo now. The man who is he's got the look, to say the least. Oh my god. Like Kara's out here on the dance floor having a seizure. Well, I mean, it's I sort of see like what they're gonna do with these clone characters as sort of refreshes for like some of these original cast members. Like obviously, you know, Asagi and Yukikaze both have their day one characters, and they've had many updates over the years to make them like various small changes. I effectively see it as like, okay, now they're going to make them like a modern implementation. Like we're at year 7. We're going to be approaching year 7 to say the least. So it's like, yeah. So we're in year 7 right now for the game. So it's like, okay, we're going to start doing some other weird shit with them. So we're going to give them like super speed, all kinds of buffs and stuff like that. So they can push even harder. And speaking of pushing, they have also managed to release the next stage of Tower, 130 to 140. I already have so little characters in the first place that can clear. Now we can go we can go even further and not clear. No, I think I have at least like 10 people that can do that, so we'll be able to go through that a couple of times when it releases. Hopefully, I can get some gearing going on for Clone Yukikaze. She can make an attempt at 130 and 140. Well, I mean, they've already given Clone Yukikaze like her own weapon class, even though we have 3 fist users now, counting her. So they probably give her like Clonosagi already has what's it like? See, like the detective one has the Blade Runner feat, and also there's well, the one that they use in Taba, that the design is based off here in Squad. She uses an Odachi or a Nodachi or something. She uses a sword that's slightly larger than one Asagi uses, and she just just hacks away at that. Yeah, you can make her look like a detective, and she gets totally like railed, like in the one scene from Taba. Every time I see someone who picks Lan, I'm like, you did that to yourself, bud. She's not that good. Man, some good ass macaroni. Cause I got that like private select macaroni from like Kroger, and I was like, that's pretty good. I like what they got going on there. I'd rather make my own. It's like, The sauce they use for this, like just bacon ranch sauce. It's like it's good. It helps keep you full. Fuller, to say the least. I'd want to say they'd like to stick with the Nodachi for her, at least for Clonosagi, because it is obviously a very good idea for her, because it's fitting. They could effectively just like repurpose some Rinko swords, but I'm like, they could repurpose some Rinko swords and anything, because it's like, because I'm trying to remember, did she use a Nodachi during the chapter 25? I don't think she did. And when are we gonna get blood armor Asagi? I know they just introduced it in RPGX, but it's like, I want that one. I want her new power. I want her new red power. It's like, it was a standard Asiago katana. That sucks. I really don't like that. What is the lore behind that? I think it's something has to do with she gets power. She's powered up in some way because she's got to go with like Ragnarok and this like one other girl to go get like juiced up and defeat some person. I'm not quite sure. I just know it's like her white suit where she's like, I'm ripped, ready to go. I'm gonna kick your ass, bud. Something like that. It more or less just reminds me though, like this is a modern Kagami illustration, like when they show her off with that for Gosha Fest. And I was like, he's using this smoothing effect that looks really bad, and it's like it's taking all the very sharp features off of like a bunch of characters he's drawn. Like when they did April Fools this year for RPGX, it was the prison battleship takeover. So there's some new illustrations there for Lieri and Naomi, and they used it. There's AI, of course, because I think it was that Naomi had like 6 fingers or something. I'm like, okay. They've been doing that, so I'm like, all right, very cool. So who knows if we're seeing some prison battleship action. I can dig it. Because I think it's what they had a couple of units in Taba from what I remember. It's been like a few weeks since I read back on the viewer. I gotta talk to Shaggy about that again. There's some questions about that, so I can get some only that for some Murasaki clarification as well. I think he's busy. I'll ask later. Ugh. What did that say? What did you just say? The creamy commander. Oh wow. Oh man. I love it. I wish Prison Battleship wasn't just like completely shelved outside of like legacy events, like what they did for April Fools. I'm like, man, give me some more Alicia View stream content. The Area and Naomi are cool because I always know they're gonna get support, but it's like, damn. Man. I want the girls from 2 and 3 to get stuff again. And Academy, too. SpongeBob! No, wait, where's SpongeBob? No, I gotta find him again. SpongeBob, please. You're in my bracket, bro. There you are. Oh man, let's lose to SpongeBob. Sponge Mary. The SR unit Slayer of Gods and Demons, Asagi Igawa, who appears in today's Gosha Tactical Gacha. Oh, cool! That goes hard. I like that. The classic Aura Farmer over here. She can draw upon the surrounding magical energy to enhance her power using Dr. Wawi's Godslayer Blade, causing her suit to turn crimson and unlock even greater strength. Okay, so it's blood weapon for Dark Knights. God, that would be so fucking sick if she was like, oh, Dark Knight Asagi, my favorite archetype in gamings. Take more damage to deal more damage in proportion to HP lost. This is the best. I think, I forget, I wonder if there's like an actual term for that, because Grand Blue Fantasy always calls it enmity, because it's damage increases in proportion to HP lost. Always cool. God damn, I'm trying to lose here. God damn, SpongeBob kicking my ass. Do it faster. Oh, goodness. Sponge boy me, Bob, you need to be... I'm gonna need you to get in there and win that medal. But Mr. Krabs, he's got Kara in the front slot and two bulky characters. I don't care. Turtle him, beat him, assault him. I need you to win that medal. You know, other fun stuff. Okay, Mr. Krabs. I'll do it. I think Billy released for in Zenless the other day. I didn't do much about that. It's like, I'm happy he got in. I'm gonna probably try to get that myself. Because yesterday I made Yesterday I got my materials for moving, so I've been getting ready to do stuff like that. I'm telling you, those vacuum seal packages, those like they use for like other stuff, those are incredible. I was knocking that shit for years, and I'm like, man, this thing's great. I don't know why I didn't use it earlier. Putting my whole closet in like 3 or 4 of those things. It's insane. I don't lie. The other day, I was like, I thought about maybe I should try playing Trickle. That sounds like a fun thing to do. But then for me, it'd be like, no, I'd only be playing it because to go find out where where the origins of the big Speaky moment comes from. I don't even know what you do in that game. It seems like another like RPG situation. It's like I don't want to do that. I already gotta manage one bullshit RPG. I don't want to do another. Shiranui Mrs. Puff. Oh my god. Well, yeah, Mrs. Puff lost her husband to an accident or something like that. He got fished up and turned into a lamp. So there you go. That'll work. I like that. Oh, sweet merciful Neptune. I can't believe I've been captured again. I have to work with Sponge Mary of all people. Damn it. I dropped my macaroni. Oh, I never forgot that because it was one of those really funny events where they turned him into a lamp. I'm like, wow. Why? I guess it was just funny. Damn it. Oh, stiff my arm. I was holding that damn plate for like last 10 minutes. Well, what happened to Mr. Puff? And then they cut over there to the real life portion where they have a light bulb inside of a pufferfish fully inflated, and they click it on. And then they cut back to them, and Mrs. Puff is all wall-eyed. Like the walleye fish. There's that. Kiryu as Squidward would probably make a lot of sense. I do like Sue as Sandy Cheeks, though. Who would be Plankton? Who would be a good one for Plankton to be? Because Plankton's a little ornery little fucker. So he's always just mad as hell about everything. Edwin Black is Plankton. Mr. Crab is Fuma is trying to steal Edwin Black is trying to steal a secret formula from Fuma. And Ingrid would be Karen. That would be perfect. It's like Edwin Black and his computer wife. Who would be Patrick? Let's see. Who's really good friends with who's really good friends with Mary? Because they need to be like the team Double Trouble. Are they really good friends? I don't know. I don't pay attention much to either of them. But I can see Patrick as Kiara as Patrick, because it's like they're both raging dumbasses with the powers that peers are suppressing them. Oh my god, Kiara! Look, we're gonna go jellyfishing! I don't know. No, we need to make Kiara like aggressively stupid. I don't know, Mary. That sounds like a really bad idea. If we try to take the jelly from the jellyfish, you could get graped with that. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, Kiara. Where are you, chicken? Chicken. That doesn't matter. That just seems like a really bad idea. Who's that girl she has a Bond story with? I don't know. Kasumi ga Okarika. Oh yeah, I remember her. She's the girl who had in her default supporter in the game, she had a very bad perspective drawn on her sword. So instead of making it look like, the 4 feet long it's supposed to be, like it is in Squad, they have it to where it's like it's fucking 2 feet long. Mary tells Kiara she would make a bride of ice. That's pretty cool, but it's like, I don't care about Kiara. I don't care about Kiara. She is dumb enough to be Patrick though, so it's like I can dig it. Uh-oh, clipping again. What other SpongeBob characters are there? Ooh. Mirabelle is later than Lobster. Who would be shit, it's Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. We need a pair of extremely old people to who do stuff. Who could that be? Because I imagine it's like Mermaid Man could be Foxy Grandma. And well, that's it, because the Foxy Grandpa thing comes from Foxy Grandpa comes from SpongeBob actually, because it's like Mr. Krabs is having a yard sale and he's giving out stuff. He's like, "You sure you don't want this Foxy?" It's like the Smitty Werber Jaegerman Jensen hat, and he's like, "Sure you don't want Foxy Grandpa?" And he's like, "No, I want the hat because he was number 1." That's where Foxy Grandpa comes from, and then that. Yeah, Sagi is not that old. We like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy is old as fucking dirt. They need someone as equally as old, and also like, as problematic as them. Because obviously Foxy Grandma is like the immediate choice is for that, because it fits perfectly. Who else is as old as her, and it causes that much problem? Because that's that. Because the only people who could even be close to that old are like the demon lords and everything like that, like Black. Astaroth's actually a really good example of that too. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna get into Battle for Bikini Bottom modding, so we can put like all the Taimanin characters and replace them there. Oh my god, Kara, that's perfect. Kara is old enough to do that. She's probably like 1,000 fucking years old at this point. She led the Yukikaze revolt. The Yukikaze Revolt? Oh, I love that game. Little RC cars driving around, yeah. Last year's April Fools for RPGX was Death Race V2. So, there you go. Taimanin kart game. Damn, look at this frigid bitch go. He's putting the hurting on Kara. We need old people. I still find it funny that people are like thirst trapping over Eve from or Evelyn from Zenless, and it's like they designed Astra Yao to be like, oh my god, she's so pretty, but then her bodyguard's like, oh my god, she's even prettier. Hattori says she is Barnacle Boy. It's me, Barnacle Boy. Okay, she got them all equipped. It's fine. Do you have them equipped, hon? Good. Good. Let's unmute the game. Because once again, I've forgotten to do so. What about Piper down? Are we just rewriting Taimanin and Go-Go at this point? Of course. Anything that we make is pretty much going to be better than what they had. That's a fact, Jack, and you can take that to the bank. King Neptune. Who would be King Neptune in that case? Sure, let's put... No, I was about to say, like, you could have Astaroth do it. Oh, that didn't kill. Why? Why did she die? Oh, she got caught in the puddle, that's why. No supporter cooldown increased. Alright, now we gotta restart. We lost our burst. Nobushige, that would be perfect! Because he's bald, he's in a position of command, he's the liaison for the Taimanins in the government itself, so it's like perfect. There you go. Nobushige's in there. He was also featured recently, so that would work out. I forget about him because he's like, he's grandpa's 0% body fat. And every picture that he is in, is always like, he looks like dehydrated. He always looks so dehydrated, like he needs like a glass of water, or like either needs a glass of water or he needs some help getting somewhere. He lost. He got younger. This job really stresses me out. I hate having to deal with these government bureaucrats and everything. I'm so old. Go, BB, go. 1,000 point combo. Stoma Messiah. Let's see. Right, so we've cleared SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, Plankton Karen, King Neptune, Murder Man and Barnacle Boy. Who would be Bubble Bass? Who would Bubble Bass be in that case? I'm starting to think like, okay, we could probably get one of the orcs to do it because Bubble Bass is a huge asshole. So we got to find someone who is equally as nefarious and shitty to do it. Okay. Shisui! The dude that betrayed Rinko and Yukikaze. Zokt. Zokt. The Flying Dutchman and his Shisui would be worth it. That makes a lot of sense too. They're both ghostly apparitions, but and they're also a little bit of tricksters to say the least. I like that. That's fun. Who is the guy from Taimanin Yukikaze? Or I think it's 1 or 2. It's like that politician guy who's is that Zokt? The guy who's like he has the collar thing on like the and he has the old nobleman collar and like the robes and shit. He's big and fat. Yazaki. That's who I would have picked for Bubble Bass if I remembered his name. Because that's like the first thing I thought of because he is a tremendous asshole. What do we have? Oh, that's right. It's also the beginning of the month, everybody. Don't forget to go to Total War or whatever it is and go to the special shop so you can pick yourself up some gacha coin and then also the limited as well. And then Zokt would make sense because what is it? Bubble Bass used his tongue to hide the pickles so he could get SpongeBob in trouble. Fired. Ooh. Squidward to Yukikaze. Go Squidder, go Squidder. Oh, I can't believe it. They're going to be getting rid of Edwin Black. No more easy wins in Total War. You're not allowed to have those anymore now. You're not allowed to have free wins in Total War. You have to suffer like the rest of us. Suffer like G did even. Who plays David Hasselhoff in the Taimanin version? Well, of course, David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff goes in all fields, remember? There is nothing that man can't do. Whether it's transcend fate and become a Taimanin or turn into a speedboat and save SpongeBob and Patrick so they can save Bikini Bottom. Special guest. Special guest in Taimanins is David Hasselhoff. He'll sing for us too from one of his German classics that the major hits. David Hasselhoff sings the hits. Dude, we need Renee. Okay. That's good. Do that. And then we need Sky Edge. Geez, bloodstains. I've already taken care of the life cycle. You're next. Abunai. What does the magician say at the end? I forget. It's like the natural order must be preserved. And they go in this really hard-ass fight, actually. I think I've only made it to the final stage of House of the Dead a couple of times. It cost a lot of money, though, when I was doing it. Like, I actually played, I played it in the arcades. So I was like, oh man, it's a fun game. I eventually ended up completing the game on like the computer, but I'm like, it still isn't the same as like playing with like my sister or like my cousin for House of the Dead. That's always so much fun. Bratty Taimanins need protection correction. Sometimes it completely freezes and you have to hard reset the game for it to come back. And you still lose your attempt too. Because what is it? It's the attempt is consumed the moment you start, so you don't get any of the results saved either. There's no like, not protections, it's maintainer items that does it in the first place, like if you do in Blue Archive. Damn it. The second before his armor broke too. $25 million, very good. Then we go to relay. Edwin Black, Archimedes. Oh, that's right. I gotta remember. I should go look at that then, because I need to go go open their the paper. Not paper. It's like, what's that thing called? The developer's note. Wow, 2 meters for the bare minimum, and of course the morons applaud like seals. Damn right, buddy. Damn right. While they're in the middle of screaming at everybody, I'm going to go get that set up. Okay, girl, we got the points. Come on. I just realized, like, I could have just fast forward this, but it's also I need the time to get things set up. Good job. Now we got our points for the week. 13 million. And at one point we were like, oh, I can't even get to a regular million. Now we're at 13. We 13 times our goal. Oh, that's right. Where is the kid? Oh no, I'm a bad parent. I've lost track of my child at the store. As I say, oh, we have Challenge Arena too. Okay. Let's do this first before we go to... No. Let's do this before I forget. Let's go to... here. We return to Twitter because we just can't get away from the good stuff. Let's actually turn off game capture. There we go. I love this guy so much. He's always angry. And what about addressing poorly thought out renewals and passives? And what about adding in characters like from crossovers, man, from like other little games in the Prison series? And the outfit and die system needs a revamp too. Please implement reminders when an event is about to end. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, I can't believe they're doing this. Alright. Alright, now we're on the quarter 2 development notes. So following the previous developer's note, where we shared the 2026 update roadmap, the first quarter has already come to a close. In this note, we would like to briefly look back on the updates implemented from January to March and share an overview of the upcoming update direction. So with quarter 1 2026, so in the beginning of this year, they added Challenge Arena. This content was designed to provide a different gameplay experience from the existing modes. Since the release, many commanders have consistently engaged with the mode and shared positive feedback. We will continue exploring ways to expand gameplay variety by introducing various types of challenges. In February, improvements were made to how the existing Special mode is accessed. The previous structure, which required play at specific times, has been adjusted to allow for more flexible daily access. Additionally, rewards tied to extra objectives have been strengthened to provide clearer goals and a stronger sense of progression. We are currently preparing a new minigame targeted for release this summer 27, and we will continue to work to introduce a variety of minigames moving forward. Now in April, Total Retards are going to undergo a major change. Replacing the long-standing boss, Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome Edwin Black, Astaroth will join the battle. Astaroth is a new boss designed to make sustained attacks difficult through high mobility, evasiveness, and skills that interfere with character movement. I can only imagine how this will turn out with not just stuns, but just breaking her armor in general, because Eddie over here is still pretty quick if you can't pin him down. So, let's see. She will also pose a significant threat to survival with powerful attacks that directly affect her HP. Oh boy. However, she has an exploitable weakness, such as taking increased range damage based on the number of debuffs applied to her, along with other unique mechanics. We encourage you to please experiment with different combinations of shitheads and characters to enhance survivability and develop new strategic builds that capitalize on the weaknesses. And these daily quests, which have seen little change since launch, are scheduled for a major update. Oh, dude! Oh my god! Secret tech right here, secret tech here, folks. Look, scheduled for a major update. Look, that says a major update. That means major is coming in here this year. She's gonna be happening in this time in the future. So look out this later this year, folks. Major arrival. Major is arriving. Along with adjustments to existing stages, new difficulty levels will be added, and structural improvements will be implemented to enhance overall convenience. Oh, that's right, we're going to add times 10 to basic, and now we're going to have it to fucking times 17 or whatever shit that is. We're already doing times 12 and making so many resources we can't do anything with them. Like, the only time I've ever used my resources is to level up stuff or give club benefits. I do it every day. It's the only time I have to farm. So for the club, we are accelerating the development of new cooperative content along with several quality of life improvements to enhance overall convenience. Action Taimanin will continue to deliver various improvements and new content and stages. We will continue to listen closely to the valuable feedback from our commanders, Yukikaze everybody, and strive to provide a more enjoyable and seamless gameplay experience. Thanks for your continued support and fiscal interest. Cool. New major, 2 majors, woo, yeah. Let's throw Tokiko at her. It's like, well, I'd rather not be using Tokiko. If anything, we're just going to end up using fucking Sora, because, you know, it's Sora of all people. She has her own unique debuff. Fentanyl applies her own debuff, and we'll have to probably bring someone like, if they're really saying how much damage he's going to be dealing, which is probably going to be true, is because Edwin Black has that's a thing about him too. He just deals an assload of damage if you can't get him under control. Thing is also, Astaroth they'll probably make her quicker attack more often, because that's what she does before she attacks, is zips around like between 3 and 5 times and then just lays down the law. The rewards for special missions in Arena are low. UI is in your face and bloated. Okay. Okay. He's a believer. Please add multiplayer in real time. Harder difficulty? Oh yeah. It's great they're adding a new boss to Total War, but my question is whether they'll add a slot to save team formations, since we'll have bosses of those different types. It's also really good that they're going to increase the level of daily missions. They've forgotten about it. Video for that. Do we have anything else? Oh, that's right. So what they're doing here with Squad is, well, it's F11. So they have the Action Taimanin. Oh, they're shipping Action Taimanin with Squad. That's a very risky ship, to say the least. Repost and share the event posts from AT and Squad. Combine the total number of reposts and shares both games to reach the milestones. Rewards to be distributed to everybody. So, repost and share. Boy, they're really lofty goals again. Just like we had with what was it called? 2 days before Squad opening, they were down 75,000 and we suddenly hit the goal. Okay. So AT gems is 1,000, Squad gems 2,400. Even then, that's still not a lot compared to the fact that we have to do between 13 to 15 to roll. So we're at 1.9k and it's been 4 days, 4 days now. So event period until April 8th. Oh God. I know it's supposed to be cumulative together, but it's a little hard, guys. Come on now. If you could have made it get to like 5,000. I know it's supposed to be for like their numbers and optics and stuff like that, but it's like, oh man, girl. I'll do this, my man, right there. Oh yeah, that's my post. Yeah. I love watching it so much. I love it. I love it so much. That's probably one of my favorite ones that I've made in a long time. It's enough of that. Okay. Let's go back to the game. So let's see what they got in store this week for Felicia. So let's see. We maxed out. Okay, she's using Nightfall, so we're going to actually have to be almost kind of careful that we don't overkill our enemies. No, that we don't kill our enemies normally, because Nightfall is a massively powerful weapon in the first place. I'm glad that people, see this for what it is. Because it's strong, but you also have to play Felicia. And most people don't like playing Felicia in the first place because she doesn't have tits bigger than her head. But it's like, there's value in her, guys. There's value for Felicia. She's a valuable member of the team. So we're actually using the chaotic Noah Brown supporter. So she makes her faster. Restoration effect isn't there for the most part. We don't care about that. Damage, increase, decrease, and based upon time. No, that's in the main slot. So increased damage of ranged attacks. So she's got Slayer, Sanguine. It doesn't even show it. Well, Masher, this game isn't Cunny.school. That's a whole nother thing in the first place. This game is adult women fetish, the series. Even though the #1 character in the entire series is small woman. I can already tell this is going to be a little bit difficult for Felicia because Felicia is all about dealing a ton of small hits together. Oh, okay. Oh, she got this. Girl got stunned. Oh, hello, Noah. Oh, stop. That's like the one thing I miss about Slaying Spree is that it doesn't get her in the air anymore. So she doesn't get that nice defensive feature in the first place, which is what I really miss. It made the animation take a long time. Yeah, that's what I thought. That was not going to work. It makes the animation take a long time, but it's like it was really nice for her to just stay out of the fray. I knew that wasn't going to be enough score because I don't understand people dealing with like the 150k part over there. I'm like, there's probably something I'm missing. Oh, I was like, what happened? What did you get stuck on? Go tripped on the air. Oh, stop. Get it out of there. Are you gonna get the points for it? Okay, good. That's what I thought. We got an overkill on those last enemies when she was boosted, so we hit 93. Because I guess that's what we're looking forward to is getting the points required for it. Oh, cool! This is the first Aina we've had in a while, so it's Red Aina. So we got triple burst, quad, bullet storm, like the fun game. So range boost, human damage boost, range boost. Oh, it's damage to all, and it's damage down. What does Lena have? Vanish. Okay, blue Lena. So she can get her overkill requirements much easier. You can actually sit there and farm it too. Just triple burst again. Okay, it's whole. Go baby, go. Come on, Einer. I like that the guns in Time Crisis, like they almost all their cabinets had a force feedback on them. So they always like were super. They were super loud, and they always like felt like they fired really quickly. Cause like if you got the like the machine gun or something like that, it was like shit or shatter all day, every day. Ooh. Just didn't crit. Nice. What do you mean she dodged it? Get out of here with that. My goodness. 92k. I bet we can go higher. Yes, it's in there. It's yes, it's still in the description. I think that link is still active. It should be. 100 yen gave you 7 lives. My goodness. I wish a dollar here gave me more than 3 lives. Let's do that again. It was like I could feel it because Aina has a really good combination of stuff going on to where it you apply a lot of defense down really quickly. You can allow it to move. Now they're too spread out. Yup. It's actually something I don't mention a lot in the first place because I may use it every day, but I too forget about it. It's like my primary way to interact with the Taimanin community because I sure as hell don't fucking use Reddit. Damn it. Damn, oh please, no, Aina, no. Oh no, she's ascended. Look out, Aina. We're gonna get less points for this one now. That did not crit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like that was not gonna work. That was terrible. Because I got barely any overkills for that for the ult. Are the Taimanin subreddits bad? Kinda. They can't really handle most of the content for the game in the first place. Because they're mostly just like children. Where literally I have better conversations about the series on the 4chan H thread than I do with fucking the professional Redditors over there. Because I know many people on the AT Discord use it, and I can tell when they're using it too. Oops, oh. Like any sort of argument there on fucking Reddit is like, oh my god, no! I can't believe you said that to me! And they're gonna get you fucking banned or something. Ugh. I would rather spend an afternoon having to interact with Rinko Cuck again than having to deal with like 10 minutes on the fucking Reddit over there. Oh my god. Oh my god. The discussion is better there for the most part because that's where a lot of the original Taimanin people who did the translations would hang out. They'd either hang out on like Usenet forums in the early 2000s and everything like that, or they would the Usenet forums, or it's like they'd go on 4chan and post about it because it's where I certainly discovered the wonderful world of Taimanins, to say the least. All the way back like years ago when they first people first started talking about it on H. I think probably they talked about it on A too when the OVA came out. How they would handle, I don't think they'd fucking handle it at all. This game is going down the shitter. Oh god, I can't believe they would do that to Fuma-kun. Anybody with a modicum of sense about them in their fucking head just does not like the guy. They probably should have just shot her. Ooh, nice. Oh, they got hit by the laser. That's like, why did we get like such a massive drop off in points? It's because the laser killed them, and I mistimed the ult. Oh shit, was that an overkill on a Yuto? I want to see this. Okay. Well, that's not going to work. Did you know mods can dispute and suspend you without giving you any chance to dispute or defend yourself? Sure do. Sure do. Par for the course there. Critical damage. Active, okay. So we have Vanish. Do we have... Okay, the Bringer in. We have the Devil Bringer. We have damage dealt. Do we have her doubler? No, we have her power version. And crit rate. Critical rate. Okay. Damn, that sucks. Okay. Well, it's not that Fuma did something this time. It's that Fuma got pegged by Ragnarok of all people. So it's like people. I'm laughing at it because it's like it's fucking just a regular day in Gosha to say the least. What is the input for Storm Drive? Hold. Okay, it's a hold input. I don't use that skill, so it's like I have to remember what it does. Now I remember the combo for it. Because you take 2 forms of suction to get him in there, but you have to also get the combo off. Okay, Noah, you ready, girl? Come and get some. Nice. That's what I was talking about, because it's like I knew as soon as like she has 2 suction moves, and the hitbox for Vanish is like twice the size of her body. It's a big old cube in front of her, so it's like you're supposed to suck them in and then hammer them down. That's what I love to fucking see. Thank you, Lena. That's why you're the best. First try, and because I knew like, okay, she can overkill people and she has a crit rate boost. This is going to be really easy. What are scores for Lena? So 130, 150 on that one. That's probably like hitting a bunch of really good crits to get really good crits and grouping. Okay, you put it in image posting. Image posting is where I post all my pictures of Rio that I keep finding. I love Miss Rio. She's the best. Doesn't she use knives? Doesn't Sakura use knives? Because like you have her wielding this like Buster Sword looking thing. Why make him look it? It's to humiliate him. That's the whole point of doing that. That's the whole point of doing that stuff in the first place. It's a, what do they call that? A humiliation ritual? Yeah. All right. What else do we need to do? Complete event story. That's right, because we're like a week out. Okay, we need to do this too. Like we're a week out from another event, so it doesn't work out. To give him a little lesson. I wouldn't call that thing little, but it sure as hell is a lesson. Asagi, what do you have equipped? You have Imatsukusa. We use Thoughtbringer. Senjinka Rakusenka that came. Storm night, like the storm, I'm raw to the heat of day. Like a knight, I'll fight to the fight is won. Ooh, I got another idea for a video. Cool. I want to do that because Lena is so corny that putting like Sonic music to her for a little montage or something like that will be perfect. Sometimes I wish I had 4 slots of Saki so I could kick him back. I love how they just make her like jump through the other side, like, oh, well, a hop, skip, and a jump. Here I come. I'm the almighty, because I'm really just all right. Found Oboro's burner account. It's like, oh, I love hearing her. Oh, I love hearing her step on things. I love seeing her get hurt. It's like, yeah, get your dumbass hurt there, girl. I like to imagine the English version of Oboro sounding like Joan Rivers. And that warms my heart. Hello, I'm Kokawa Oboro, and I'm here to talk to you on the red carpet about various Taimanin fashions this year at the 75th Academy Awards. Oh my goodness, there we go. There's that bitch Asagi Yagawa coming over here in her red gala dress. How about you take that off for me there, baby girl, and show you how it's done. And then we have like Asagi like, oh darn, my foot hurts. She doesn't hear Oboro, but like, oh darn, my foot hurts. I better take this shoe off and like, off in the corner so it doesn't like, cause any, so I can just adjust it or something like that. It's like, and then you see Oboro just go like, yeah, you walk away from me, you worthless sack of trash. Oh, there goes that Fumacone or something like that. Look at him. He's sporting himself a nice Gucci suit. Always spending money in the wrong places and trying to get his dick wet with the wrong people. He's looking pretty peggable. He's looking pretty peggable over there. I might have to go over there and teach his little butt a lesson. I like Juri. I don't want Oboro to sound like her. Oh, Juri always reminds me of Rig from Dead or Alive. They're both Juri is based fights with Taekwondo, and I think like Rig fights with like a modified version of it, but he's like a street fighting guy. I want to go play Dead or Alive 5 again so I can get ready for when they released last round for 6. It seems like the right thing to do. We could certainly stream it as well because there's been an uptick in activity for it, obviously. See, I did Taekwondo as well as a child. I remember like one move from it, and it's like, it feels very impractical to use in an actual fight. Which is why everybody's like, oh dude, I want to do like Bujitsu or like, or anything, come on. I want to do like Jujitsu or like, whatever that is, like, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or like what's the one where they do like a lot of tumbling? Not tumbling, but it's like a lot of ground fighting, and it's like an offshoot of like Greco-Roman wrestling or whatever. Recently they had Ryu and Ayame put into like this Dynasty Warriors gacha or something like that. I think that's what it was called. It was in Japanese, so I couldn't tell, but it was like they got put into a game for that recently. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Well, that's what got me reminded to like, I want to try that. I want to go like play Dead or Alive again so I can brush up on some of my characters I liked. See, Kara, you're literally like within inches of these enemies and you still miss. Well, if there's one thing I like to do in Dead or Alive, it is actually play the game. I really like fighting in those kind of games in the first place. That's why I like Tekken and Virtua Fighter. I really enjoy 3D fighting. They're very fun. That's why I was really happy to see like they got 2D characters in Tekken 7, and they're absolutely fucking menaces in the game. Actually, I want to use a different character than Kara for this. People like to say 5 is a pretty good contender as like the best Dead or Alive game. It has the most options, but it's like, I feel like nostalgia is a degree there to say like, oh, I like this one better than the other. Because mechanically 5 is like pretty nuts. Made 300k this month. Where does that come from? Because it's like Action I think makes an average about like 200 something thousand a month, and it makes more obviously depending on what time of year it is. Let's use red. Let's use red Azusa. Let's use red Azusa because she's always fun. Misete Karaku. Gotcha revenue. I mean, they always do that stuff. It's like I don't trust those usually because it's like they're just really good estimations. But if it did I mean, this is its first real March was its first public month, so, and if it's doing that good, it's doing that good. Here's a Swaggin' Fly. Let's give you a different costume. Hey, this is the only one that I missed. Oh, it sucks. I was like, oh, I want to use the funny. Need to use big funny. Her regular armor. I'm so pissed that they made her fucking paywalled of all people. Like, I hate that so much. It's like, why do you put characters I like behind them? Eleanor's their newest one they put in there, and I have no doubt in my mind that Kara and Foxy Grandma are gonna be the same thing. What's these blind gothic? Oh, that's right. I got her purple. How is it? Do I look good? I don't know. She can't really tell. Do I look good? I don't know. I can't tell. I can't see. Oh, stop. Swing. Well, the thing is, it's like they say it's temporary, but it's like we still don't have any ways to get, you know, Mary or Kiara yet. Well, I mean, it's like they're gonna be part of like the box in a rotating fashion, so you have to still get them in a. It isn't a specific amount of time. It's just annoying. The Master Chief looking ass over here. God, she's so fun. She's so fun. I love her so much. She's so much fun to play. You just take her out for a spin. She just has gigantic hitboxes. Just kills everything in her path. They gave her the most basic bitch passive ever. Just 20% more crit rate. But no, and she just swing, swing, swing. You didn't die. She's probably one of my favorite characters they've released in a long time. She's just so much fun to play in just about everything. And anywhere you control a character, she's like really fun to do. Except long form content, because she doesn't have healing, which means you need to have an overwhelming force situation, and I don't in most cases. At least with her. She just like, it feels good. You're just vibing with it. Satan Koi. Got my girl Colonel Stinkmeaner over here. Yeah, you can pull the fragments, and it's always such a ordeal to say the least. I'm like, great. Now I gotta get those. Now I got a 1% chance. Kagebashi. I forget. Well, what's that manga series that was like memes like to be the new Morbius or something? It's like it looks so generic and so simple that it's like people are like they were trying to like anti-hype it up, I guess, by making fun of it, but then it turned out to be actually really good. It's Kagurabashi. That's it. Kagurabashi turned out to be something like that, and it makes me laugh because it's it almost feels like they must have been like doing it on purpose. Because she's too good. Because it's too good. I heard her say like Ideo, and it reminded me of a long time ago in a land far away. I was when I was living at home as a youngin', one of my favorite things on YouTube was one day I looked up like people microwaving stuff, And I checked and I found like this video series by these guys. Like, is it a good idea to microwave this? I absolutely love that so much. And I remembered, and like when I was getting ready to move, the last time, I watched all of the. I had like all the episodes on of is it a good idea to microwave this in the background, because I hadn't seen them in years, and I was like, wow, I love it. It's so corny and stupid. It's just guys hanging out at like their parents' house, and it's like, all right, we're gonna microwave a propane canister. Okay, we're gonna microwave a light bulb, or just like some popcorn or other weird and exotic objects that you shouldn't be microwaving, like CO2 cartridges, Pop-Tarts, a toilet, batteries, stuff like that. Very fitting that Midway dies off, and the last game produced by them was Armageddon. It's almost like it was not a bad omen, but it was like a harbinger of things to come. That's what I liked about is it a good idea to microwave this? Is that it's like feels like something like you and your friends would do, because that's what it actually stemmed from. Is like the first episode they did is microwaving a light bulb, because they did a behind the scenes thing like years ago when they were still relevant. They did a video talking about like where the show comes from, and I remember that specifically. Like they were in college for like movie stuff, and all three of them were friends. So they like everybody at the end of like the college semester when they leave, there's stuff they don't want to take with them because it's too much to move. So everybody usually leaves like, boxes and specifically microwaves. So when they did that, it's like they just started scooping up like 15 or 16 microwaves and just like they were going to sell them. So it's like, oh, you know what? Why don't we just go microwave stuff with them? So they just found a light bulb, and the rest is history. Oh yeah, I ordered my Rio plushie last year. My Rio plushie, I ordered that last year when LAN came out. When that came out, and I just got it in early March. Very cool. Is it a good idea? Why don't they make... They made the Yukikaze Fumo, and I'm like, where's the rest of the cast? I want my Asagi Fumo, who looks like a pissed off raisin from Toho. Is that enough? I think I've done this thing 4 times now. One-sama, can I stir fry these tentacles we chopped up in the Chaos Arena? No, don't do that. Honey, don't do that. Oh my goodness, that's gonna get you sick. No, Masagi could never do that. That's not serious enough for her. We need to do that. It's like, Sakura, you must stop doing that right now. That is the worst possible thing you can do. It is an illogical and stupid decision that will get yourself hurt and cause great pain to our name as a family and to the rest of us as a ninja clan. you know, because she's so hard-headed and angry. The Yagawa way. You're being stupid. Stop doing that. I'm gonna need you to stop. Sakura's most famous lines before disaster. It's like, don't worry, sis. I can handle them. And then, of course... Oh. What is an S word for cooking? Like yeah, no, you said earlier stir frying with Sakura. That's going to be her channel name. Ohio, welcome to stir frying with Sakura. Steaming with Sakura. I'm trying to make like a binging with Babish type of thing because it's like it has the alliteration there. We need something with like related to eating or food that starts with an S, and then we'll have them do that. Sautéing with Sakura. Hello, welcome to Sautéing with Sakura. Today we're going to be chopping up these tentacles and this crazy ass fish I found before coming into the studio. So let's turn them up. Let's cook them up, clean them out. Let's clean them out, cook them up, and serve you guys up a brand new Taimanin lesson today. And she does like progressively more and more crazy like cooking things and like, because I think her thing would probably be like the journey to getting all the ingredients together, like where they come from, and then like the final part of the episode, like the last 15 minutes or whatever, would be like her actually cooking the food. So like, let's say they're trying to make mushu pork. So they're going to get all the, so it's like we're gonna have like a segments of Sakura going to the store and picking out more common ingredients and everything like that. You know, like we'll get some mirin, we'll get some oil, we'll get some seasoning and stuff like that. Like she's going around the market and everything, and then they cut to the part where we need to actually get the pork itself. And there's only one part of town that really provides the best pork, at least the best one that we can get for our money. And that price is gonna be free. And then you have Sakura just like unsheath both of her little katanas, and then she goes over then and defeats a bunch of like orc people and chops them up. And like you just see her just being like some sort of like crazy badass, and turn these like the boar people or whatever they are, and turn them and like effectively like skin them and flay them into like a usable refined meat. And then they have like the rest of the episode is like she starts like teaching like, all right, we're gonna start the pan at like 450 degrees. So we're just gonna get your oil nice and hot so you can get ready to start frying them up, because it won't take long. So it's like we're gonna put our wet and dry ingredients together to make a sort of like breading so we can fry them up together. It's gonna be great. Yeah, it'll be on Amadahara. Today, we're going to be making a cake. Like, Sakura bakes a cake, and then she has all this, like, you know, all right, we're going to go to the flour. We're going to go to the Family Mart and pick us up some flour. I really like that sort of thing in the first place. It's like, it's got a good quality behind it. Make sure you're using unbleached flour, as it kind of as it diminishes the taste in the first place. All right, now and then it's like she gets all ingredients, like some cage-free eggs, you know, very good unbleached flour and stuff like that. And then she's like, all right, next thing we're gonna need is some milk. And then you just have her just like whip out one of her, you know, like tire-sized tits and just like smashes it down, and just like it makes a cup of milk right there. It's like, oh man, that kind of hurt, bros, but don't worry, I'm okay, but this cake is gonna be even better. And then you just see her like whipping everything up and pouring it in there, and it's like, they say breast milk has a neutral flavor inside of it in the first place, but don't worry, I made sure to eat nice things in the first place. so we can be ready for so I can make the cake nice and flavorful. Welcome, Pseudo Panda. Thanks for walking in on Sakura's Cooking Network. Sakura's Cooking Channel. What is this? Let's do the car. Let's do the car. Attempts 3 of 3. Oh man. Because we're gonna finish this up, and after that we're gonna go to what is it called? We're gonna go to squad, because today is half AP story, so we're gonna turn that on and just leave it alone, because after that gets done, we're gonna be going to the third segment today, because I know it won't take long for squad stuff. Well, Avalon, it's like, well, in fact, we'll just say it. Today, on our third segment, after we're going to do squad, we're going to be making a video. Today is what's going to happen is, as of late, I've been trying to get a lot of practice in making shorts. So I've been doing them for like Blue Archive and stuff like that. But today, we're going to be going the distance, and we're going to make one for Taimanins today. Because I wanted to get like some more practice done and trying some experimental things that people wouldn't watch. So it's I can make a better one, to say the least. Because today's character we're going to be doing in the editor is Ingrid. Obviously, Ingrid is like, one of my favorite characters for the most part. And I know everybody here appreciates Ingrid to some degree. So that's what we're going to be doing after squad. Which is why I don't want to spend too much time in squad today. Farming, because that's all fucking squad is just sitting there and farming. We don't have any events, we don't have any banners. And it's like, if I wanted to provide coverage of like the limited character they have there, I would have already bought it. But it's like, I don't want to do that. At least not yet. There's nothing there. Because that's our plan. So we're going to be like, I've already sorted out most of my clips. So we'll be able to start from there, and you guys get to see the whole process and what it takes to actually sit down and make one of these in the first place. That's why it takes me, sometimes I don't want to do them because they're very time consuming. So that's why I've been trying to, what is that thing they say? It's I've been trying to build an immunity to poison by poisoning myself in small doses. That's what this is. Making the shorts so I can learn to prepare myself for prepare for another long form video, and the video next week for Clone Yukikaze. At least I have all the materials ready in the first place. It's a 50-50 to get the skeet shooting minigame or Asagi's bike. And I lost. We're not gonna have the Mary video. We're just not. I don't want to do that. I really don't. I understand, but it's like, I really don't want to do the Mary video. I just don't. We'll have one for Clone Yukikaze though, because I like her better. And it's, I'm not as so burnt out and feeling like shit. Alright. Do that. End of a foolish conspiracy. New returning user gacha event. Where do we get these coins? Okay. Where do I get those from? 105 and 20. Oh no. When is this? Until April 6th. I'll have to do this on my own time. That's the neat part. You don't. Oh, we don't even get a chance for it. Oh, I'm not a returning user. Well, I am returning. I returned for today. I have 10 of these. I have too many dice and I haven't used them all. Because I need to go to squad. Alright. That's enough out of that one. Actually, let me check one last thing on Arena. No, she doesn't have hers yet. Because I was trying to wonder, is like, do they have Kiara's supporter or whatever it's called in the Okay, well that's loud. Do they have Kiara's supporter ready in or the weapon in there? Because that's my question. They closed the white. They closed the white. They gotcha, Glitchy. It's not because I looked into the VR shop to make sure, like, did I miss it or anything? I wanted to, at least if I got it on stream, I remember it was there, but not in that case. Because it doesn't like to load. Where are you? So let's go to squad and get this done. Alright, there you go. Squad in action. We're going to be playing it at 16:9 and not feeling the rest of it. Later there, Avalon. Have a good one. This is the one thing I don't like about this game too, is that when you close it, it takes like a solid minute to just reset itself. I'm like, good lord, man, come on. I don't need that. They also made a series of pretty extensive changes again, you know, to in their last update. There's Eleanor. Let's check her out. Before we do that, let's go to settings. Later, Zeus. Okay, so let's see. Our daily login, we got those. We got some 3-star uncapped materials. Very good. Let's go to cash store and check out what. Okay, she's got her nice crazy testicle there. So Eleanor is a balanced moon character that's a support type, so she's not going to be exactly a really hard-hitting pipe laying motherfucker, to say the least. So reduces turn gauge at a 5%. Jeez. Grants shield equal to 21% of target's max HP to our allies. Debuff block, pretty good. If they don't have any debuffs, it gives them a defense up, so that's pretty good too. Defensive nectar, yum yum. Ally of a shield with 4.5%. Okay, so she's designed to be defensive. So I guess she can work out pretty well. She can get it. Alright. Let's go to our clan stuff. Level him up. She is a pretty solid supporter. She's like Nanase Mai, but she's imbalanced, so you can use her just about anywhere, which is kind of helpful to say the least. I love menus. 6. Ooh, I got 6 of those. Nice. Her rate up weapon replaces the defense to an attack buff. Oh, we didn't check that out actually. Well, that's pretty good. So you actually have an option to play her as a support, or she has a pretty solid buffer as well. She's like Minasaki in that sense, but she doesn't have any extensions built into the character. So you have to like... Eleanor needs to be slow, which is weird to say, but... So it can lead into other people's turns. Because it's like, if she was fast, then... Yeah, she could get it off in the first place. Let's go to chat. Let's see what Unk is going to do for some Twitchy donos. You should see what he do for a Blumpkin. Yeah, most of my week right now has been spent to get a bunch of other characters to like those other small. I'll just go to my inventory. Like I have a bunch of 2 stars. I've like been consolidating to make 3s and then into 4s and stuff like that because I would like to get Asagi to 6. I want that to be my first 6-star character because it's Asagi. Why wouldn't I? So because it makes a lot of sense. It's just very, very time consuming to do anything with the mass leveling exodus you have to do. Because like, man, just getting them from like 3 to 4 is already going to be trouble. And then going from 4 to 5 is going to be another thing. Look at that, everybody's getting into 60. It's like, it's a pretty big milestone when it happens too. It's kind of nuts. Because it's like you're strong enough to take on the content required in the first place to even get them. There's so many things that have to come together in the first place to make it work. So let's see. Oh, upgrade cores. God damn it. I hate it when it's like upgrade the core 5 times. It's like, stop, please. I have to find a core I effectively don't want. Oh, cool, 2 stars. Yes, sir. So we have, oh, crit rate and crit damage. Well, shit. Let's see if they roll anything good. There we go, they gave us something to upgrade today. I mean, my suggestion is always using a Yukikaze to increase the star capacity of your characters. So I don't like her. If they had clone Yukikaze, maybe I'd keep her around, but a regular Yuki? Oh, no thank you. Let's see, how many losses do we have? We only went down a little bit. Because I'm the guy who likes to keep everything, you know, keeping the status quo in there. Because my defense team is just him. He's fighting a war he can't win. So let's get all the long time stuff. I'm like, oh. Yes, I used the Spec Ops skip function the other day. That was very nice. My main goal this week, though, has been getting is her Harpy's Feather Duster over here, because she's quite good. She's actually like she's not so much like a powerhouse, but her ability to just shut down people with like not just a heal reduction, but like an attack down as well, which is crazy. She's really helpful for defeating people who turtle, and just hard hitting attackers. Like you can live through a Kurenai 1 time. How long did Azusa last in the step up package stuff? Because I think she was like somewhere in the neighborhood of like she was like, it was what, 3 weeks? Just think about that. Even 4-star Minasaki is crazy. Just thinking like 5 stars? Nuts. It's been a month? No. No, it can't be. What do you mean a month? She'll be a shard of it, so we have to wait. She is viable for a month and then not in any capacity for a month. Okay, so we have to wait. We're waiting a month again. Not exactly my favorite. It's a bit of a sad state of affairs to hear that happening. I'm like, oh. She will be shard available. That sucks. Because that means it's just playing more of the arena. So it more or less just feels like they're staggering their releases. I've been seeing a lot more Eleanors this week. Like that last guy had them, and I think like on Friday last night I saw like 5 or 6 of them. It's not as many as like with Azusa. It's crazy. I've seen a crazy amount of Azusas in the last several weeks. Counter. Negative penalty. Yeah, the mileage box is they added several things to the mileage, which is like the uncapped materials and obviously that box in the first place. It's not exactly a very good decision to make with your mileage. I think I used my mileage to pick up the uncapped materials, so I could just, it's one less 5-star I have to make. So it's like, if anything, it's like it just saved me a couple days worth of work. I don't like how in Arena you can't toggle whether or not you want to start off with full, semi, or none. It's like you can do that in other missions. I certainly guess we could probably message them there to do that. It seems like a better idea. They want to make you work for it, dude. They want to make you say, yep, you want to get a percent on top of a percent of a percent to get anything worthwhile. So you bet your patukas you're going to be looking real hard for that one. You'll be playing for months. And it still won't be enough. Oh, hello, Jeff. Yes, you can actually see the Shiranui and Rinko influences of them together. They combine both features of them together to make something special. Soul Embracer. Yes, I saw the video, the Orc Smasher Pass situation. I'm like, they're just going to drop that one on us, which is actually really funny. Dude, 5-star Minasaki, this guy's a menace. Stop it, stop, he's already dead. I forget how small Torajiro actually is. Well, I guess it goes to show that like all the orcs are so inclusive. It's like they're going after Mr. Shiko over there. It's like, see, there you go. They just want them all. I think Shika has bigger tits than Yukikaze does. I don't know, that's just my guess to say the least. But I'm like, dude, boner boy out here just like looking... What is that term? It's a cunt boys, that's it. He's effectively one of those at this point. I can't believe it was on the official channel. It's true. I wish they would do stuff like that more often. That's fun. It feels like that they had that like in the tank for April Fools, and it's just like, oh, let's put it out there, guys. Oh wow, let's do numbers. It's great. It's fun. How do you say the name of Ingrid's ult? Is it like Nile? Neil? Because it's like Gnile. It's like Neil's evil flames. Yeah, he got his female empowerment moment in RPGX recently. It's like everybody I love that one. It's like good. You deserve every inch of that one there, Mr. Fuma. See, the weird thing about this is it's like the paid characters don't really feel like, you know, anything too crazy. Like, I want to go buy them immediately because like like the stuff you can roll for and the stuff you can just like regularly farm are like in some cases like a little like better than them. Like, yes, Minasaki takes a while to acquire and also make stronger, but it's also the fact that it's like I can get like many copies of her and turn her into a goddamn powerhouse that like buffs the team and so much other content. And then you have Eleanor, who is like a legendary tier character that kind of is like, well, you have a pretty solid usage in arena as a buffer. You know who else is a buffer and doesn't cost $70? Minasaki. She also doesn't debuff anybody, so it's like, oh, Elo over here is a 3-star that I turn into a 4. I'm like, there you go. The farm match with a $60 character. It's the shiniest looking press play for the next mission thing you can get. It's awesome. No, it really doesn't. It's like they only do so many things in the first place, and it's like, oh, okay. Like Anrose in the first place is like, she wasn't that good. They don't really give you a reason to go like, I want to go pick this up. Not really. Okay. EXP gain, so the cost doesn't go down. All right, blueberry, chuckberry even. Yeah, I'd say so. It's like, what do they say? Like, in the first month, the game like made, I don't know how much, like 200 something $1,000. It's like, that's all right, but it kind of needs a little bit more to keep itself going, because it's like they called it a beta, but it certainly felt like it was an alpha, to say the least. Now we're in the beta. God damn it, girl. Kern, I need you to crit, baby. Within my goddamn lifetime. Like, I know I could probably do this manually, but it's like I just want to get it over with instead of like crit malding or something. That's not fun. Oh, come on, Kurona. I need you to crit, girl. There we go. We're into A. Very good job. Look at that. Asuka pushing it to the limit. Nice. Like, we need at least a couple. We need to double our damage effectively to go to triple S. But I just don't care. Let's go to Spec Ops. Today is Mars, Venus, and Sun. Who do I have for this? Oh, I have Oello. I don't really have anybody for this, so we'll just got to leave it at that. Cool, we'll do that. Yeah, and it was counting with just mobile, which is good. Those are solid. There's not obviously like Genshin impacts or whatever, but it's like there's a solid revenue coming in to keep the game around. So hopefully they can take the goodwill and certainly the funds that they're making from it to actually, do stuff with it. Because they are maintaining it and making changes in AT, so the money's coming in. I mean, I'm certainly glad that they are listening to some degree. They've done better about that post Go-Go, because Go-Go was like nobody asked for that. That really feels like they try to do like a focus group thing, and they tried to appeal to it, but then they alienate most of their audience because nobody wanted that. The casuals, the hardcore, the longtime fans of hardcore content, it's like it's not there. Nobody wanted that, so they put out something that they know how to do, which was Squad. It's turned out all right. I just wish it had more going on than watching my microwave turntable spin and my characters level up. My Venus wings. I mean, I wish that. I mean, like, what game company doesn't inject a lot of their stuff in the game in the first place? They're certainly riding the coattails of previous designs for the most part. But all these models and voices are extremely expensive. I have no doubt in my mind that is why they released it in this state, so they could start recuperating some of the costs and give them some more development time. Yes, I heard that they hired that guy, so I wonder, like, what is he gonna bring to this table, to say the least. It isn't gonna exactly be like I don't imagine it'll be like the best thing ever, but maybe they'll put him in like a diminished role or something. But he is a former executive, but I don't know what part of the company he's going in. All right, that's the boss. Because we do not have the strength to take on Bird Titty. She's what is it? We don't have any green units that can really contend with what's going on. But thankfully, we got 3 stars on our mission, so we can do this. We can do the quick play. I love that. I love the quick play feature so much. Because you just activate it. Wow, it's all done. Amazing. Well, you need to do it proportional to the amount of like tickets you have. Because they just have it set up to like play 1 time and that's it. Like this next time I have to go down to 1. That's nice. I literally said last week, oh man, they could never implement sweeps into the game. It would break it. They keep proving me wrong. They keep proving me wrong in the right way. I'm like, I love it. I love the, okay, there you go. Here's sweeps for here's 1 segment for sweeps. Awesome. That makes farming that little bit easier. It takes off just like 8 minutes. All right, so now we're at the not fun section. EXP gain from story, so this is actually pretty nice. So now we can go over to here, crank it up to 9. And do that. The bird lady is pretty neat because she's a big lady. She's like Lady Dimitriescu, but it's also she's like she ain't got no arms. They're like built into her body, like she's supposed to be like a Madame Butterfly or something, but it's like she's got those super boobs, but she's also like looking kind of dumb as hell. Yeah, the bird has an actual head. She's like the Raven from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, who reads like the stories to people. Like, are you not entertained? Caw, and he's like cawing and hawing and everything like a real bird. And I was like, that's what she's like. She's just sitting out there like, you're over there in the bedroom, just like working it up, and it's like she's out there just hemming and hawing like it's nobody's business. I'm like, please stop, lady. My ears hurt, and you're killing my vibe. Yeah, that's Raksha's 2 form is, well, that was the one first introduced in Taimanin and Asagi too, and then it's her body was taken over by Eddie Black, and then we see like her physical armored up form in stage 6. So it's the fact we get to see her out of the armor is just funny to say the least. All right, if I wait 1 minute, I don't have to acquire a character. How long did you know about this? 15 seconds, okay. And it'll be 1 o'clock. Upgrade any core 5 times. Well, you can shove it up your ass, girl. Yeah, where's that crit rate one that I just found from the shop? Let's use our sorting feature. For the longest time I wondered like, why do they have this like ink pen thing over here? Because I didn't know what this was. I always thought like it's like a pen or something. No, it's a funnel. It's a funnel you use to like, like choke down and find out what you need. That's not like a thing in the game itself. I didn't know like what this was. I just knew it was the button where it's like you to search for stuff. Shield. Where did it go? I just bought this. Because I know in my mind, I know for sure as hell it wasn't a 3-star or anything like that. Oh, there it is. So we got crit rate and crit res. Okay, darn it. I will put you to +9. How about that? I love seeing multiple fails in a row. There we go. Oh yeah, there goes 0.9 speed. All right, it's not too bad. It raised it favored crit rate though, which was just fine by me. Sadly, it's a 2-star, so it doesn't unlock high tier rolls. I guess their Magatama system was crit rate and accuracy. I guess their Magatama system was too good for how modular it is and how easy it was to re-roll stuff. So now they make the thing that provides the most benefit to any character a very arduous and slow experience. I love Hoyo artifacts. They make my game so much worse to play. They are really fun and don't make me want to blow my brains out. See, that's the thing. It's like, I could wait for an upgrade day. I don't know when they're supposed to be because they're keeping us on our toes for this first month with like, okay, everybody, we're going to put out an upgrade day, but you don't know when that is. I think we've had, what, 2 of them? Oh, okay, this rolled pretty good. It's pretty good. I wish it was a higher rarity so it can unlock into like the 3s and stuff like that, but nope. Very cool. I love MiHoYo artifacts. They never not feel like a piece of shit and oops, you fucked up. Ooh, crit damage shield core. And I got some winners. Watch. The ones you buy from like the shop end up like being weighted towards like specifically all right or pretty good effects. Evade speed. Okay. Oh, damn it. No, I don't want to do that. I want to go to here, get a Cold Acolyte. Yeah, that's the thing about it. It's like I have to guess when they're going to do stuff like this. And now I'm at the point of the game where it's like I have to sit here and wait for like daily AP and stuff. And I'm like, ah, God. Well, I know whenever they first release like, I don't know, Gaping Void or Deadly Assault for this game or whatever it's called, that we'll be ready. We'll be certainly ready to bulldoze the fucking content and say it's not hard because we've had, 5 months to prepare. It's great. It's great. I have 9. Okay. So let's level up some of our 3 stars so we can prepare to go to 4. So those are done. I've become a horseman. Because if anything, today's the day to do it. Don't use ticket. Stop when all the characters reach max level, including the queue. No, thank you. We will run out of attempts before we get those done. So let's use our. Well, we're at 143 tickets today. We got good drops out of it. 485. I wish they had a thing that showed like your current AP in here, so you can see like compare it against that. The bosses in Rift Explore being level 70. Oh God. 485. Damn it, that's 5 off. 65 total attempts. At least these don't take long anymore. I remember like leaving my phone on for like an hour and a half just to do like not 50, but it's like I got to a point where I was able to do all 100 at the same time. I mean, I'm not so much. I don't know what they're gonna do with her, Jeff, because if she's gonna be she has what, lowered defense, range damage increases scaled towards debuffs. So I imagine everybody's gonna try to go for like a Sora comp or something, or using Yukikaze somewhere because her passive is like pretty fucking nuts. We'll see what happens in terms of like needing slow, because maybe she'll have some sort of aura that like causes a damage over time effect, or just make her hit harder in general. They will undoubtedly roll that back, because old Eddie Black used to hit really hard, and it was actually a problem if you were under geared or couldn't keep him stun locked. You had to, and it's like the more often you can break his armor, he wasn't able to like get up or do anything. Nice, another dog drop. My phone used to get really hot when I played it, but I changed some things around and I lowered all the effects to the bare minimum, and now my phone only gets a little hot. So yeah, it still gets hot. It's not good, but it's like, well, what's the alternative here? Yeah, it's like Eddie's already zippy enough in the first place, and they didn't say anything about a slow immunity, so I imagine it's like, no, Murasaki is programmed not to use Tentacle Anchor that much. Like, at least like when I play squad, I actually do get to play this on my phone, because it's how I can check all my stuff in the first place with the with that. Like, obviously I could probably go take out chapter 8, but it's like I also want to keep farming my my Harpy Feather Duster. I still find it crazy how Ayame out here is just like one-handing the bear at 50 cal. I think those rifles themselves weigh like at least almost 20 to 30 pounds. Well, I think they weigh more than 20, because they have to be able to handle the force of firing 50 calibers. And she's just out here like flipping it around like she's like she's a baton player. Oh, you're farming the goat, Kanaloa. Oh, that sounds like a totally really good use of your time. That totally doesn't sound like, oh man, oh boy. Quite literally, I think like what, Kanaloa is like the single worst unit in the entire game, and like it's not even close. Nice. How many of those do I have? 86. Great. Like, I certainly could be farming the other missions, but like I said, I want to get more Kanaloa stuff. She's just so nice, because I already have like plans for her in the first place because of that AoE attack down. She also amazingly like can inflict sleep, which is just insane to me. Like, when the sleep actually hits, it can make a difference, but I don't count on it. This is one of these situations where I actually want Tokiko, because she's really good for pushing against harder content. Like, almost for like a flex pick with Nanase Mai. Because Nanase Mai is like, she's too much defense, and I lose out on a lot of damage. and her ult takes too long to cool down, while Bird Lady, it's a 2-turn attack down on a 3-second on a 3-turn CD. So it's like that's the good shit. Emily Shimotsu. I don't have Emily yet because I didn't finish my because I think it's taken me almost the course of the entire month of March to finish the progression gauge, and I think I'm only now to like just over halfway again. Happy Easter, everybody. Hopefully Christ has come and he has risen. Oh Lord, now. Well, I like Tokiko in... I don't know, to get it out of context for that one, it's like, I like Tokiko mechanically in this because she brings a lot to the table that that she just has immediately, and it takes a lot less work to do. I also don't want to get her because it's Tokiko, and she's just like, I don't want her ass taking up a space in my party. So it's like, that's why I was looking around for other units, and I'm like, oh cool, Aello has, she applies debuffs, has debuff synergy, so she can work with Felicia and do debuff explosion. She also works with, anybody who has to deal with like having debuffs applied, which is perfect, which I can live with that more. Tokiko is about buffing, which is more useful in the arena, but I found making a huge 60% attack down is really nice. Attack and speed to another unit. God, she's disgusting. I don't want that woman anywhere near me. All right, we're gonna get another one. We're rolling 6s today. Yes, sir. Rolling 6s. Oh my god, I can't believe he died. Oh no, we have to unmute the game again because I forgot, because I keep playing this on mute so I don't have to hear them go ooh, 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 ooh. Out here taking poison damage. I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like I can't get down with the some of the VAs they chose for Squad. It's like Asuka and Mike are like some of like the really big contenders for me for like a miscasting situation. I guess they wanted to make Asuka like more bratty or something, but they also took the Yankee edge off of Micah. I think Kurenai has remained the same from what I can hear, at least compared to like AT and stuff like that. I need to check out her original showing in Taimanin Kurenai. That made much of a difference. Neat. That Korean barbecue got you sleepy? Uh-oh, he's a little tired, buddy. Got the big snacks, he's gonna be a little eeper. Well, hope everybody has a good Easter then, because it's like it's Easter Sunday. You gotta go to your, I don't know, some people gotta go to service in the morning. Some people got like Easter egg hunts in the afternoon and everything like that. They got there's shit they gotta do. I mean, in terms of like I wouldn't say like thematic direction. Oh, please, like level him up. I'm like, oh, thank God. I was like, come on, don't shortchange his level like that, because that's gonna waste an entire attempt. Who is this? Oh, it's the Horseman. I do appreciate that the debuffs wash away between waves, but it's like, man, sometimes I wish like, oh, they could carry them between waves so we can like spend a turn beforehand getting ready. That was his dying wish. To like, teammates, here you go, here's an attack buff. I'm going to fucking die. I'm going to fucking die. Teammates, please, I'm going to fucking die. Help! Help! Help me! Help! Help! They didn't even give them actual voices, they just give them sound like fucking Donkey Kong out there. I wonder if they could backport some of these models into AT. Because I like to fight the Hydra as like some sort of boss or anything like that. I don't know, that just sounds like a really fun, that just sounds like a fun idea for me. I'm like, oh cool, they can do fun things with that. Alright, we're on our last run for this one. Look at that, yes ma'am, kabam. mean, see, that's also the problem with that is the lower rarity units are so slow that they really can't do too much in the first place. Like for the most part, if they get singled out in any capacity, they just straight up die. I say that, and then it's like, look at him. You actually get to see the horseman's victory screen. The fuck is he doing? So we managed to get what? 32. Yes, sir. 112. So we get us another copy. We will need to sell all those. Oh, cool. I'm actually close enough to getting Tsubaki. I need to get him, and I need to get him. They're both 4 stars, and it's like Fuki is actually kind of good. He's pretty goated, to say the least. He's got, like, you know, a solid passive. It's a power up. He's got defensive value, but he's also got, like, reduces debuff by 1 turn, healing dot without a debuff. So it's like it's good stuff, and he's speed boost. I remember seeing one week there was like people using him. I'm like, oh cool, a healing meta, nice. I don't think he has a weapon, to say the least. Right here, just wait. I remember farming Electra though, and I felt really bad about it because she's kind of crap. She's like, all right, there you go. Because she's a damage increases in proportion to HP loss type of gal, but it's like, it's not worth having anybody that low, because if they get hit by a dot or anything, they're just gonna die. Because he has, I think, the passive I'm looking for. No, it's I think it's her. Your Mama no Orochi. Somebody has this. I think it's him. One of them has a passive. Yeah, there it is. Increases attack of power allies in tactical training. So it's like that's nice to have. I'm immortal and I can do anything. I'm annoying to fight and farm for because I need to have Felicia so I can take off her immortality, so to make the fight just like a little bit faster. There we go, we got another one of her. You'll love to see it. Assemble successful. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me assemble successful, because then I'm going to get the idea that there's a assembly unsuccessful. Like that's a real fucking thing we're going to have. Oh, you just farmed 100 of these for like a percentile chance to get them? Like, go fuck yourself. I like that. I like how this works, because the interaction is like her ult fires a heal reduction at a pretty much damn near every time. And then it's like, oh, and then it checks for, then her passive checks for debuffs and will apply that. Because like it's almost not even worth like leveling her ult, because it almost always will apply. It will always apply unless you're playing at a disadvantaged state. Like she's like facing out, she's blue, no, she's green, so if she's facing a red, it won't work. But if we're in a debuff comp, it'll work out. We'll put it on this one because it increases the chance. That way they can never ever attack again. Yes, last week we got Rakshasa. We got her, and boy has she been... I'm very glad to have her back. She was one of my favorite units during the beta, and it's like she carried me through so much. I'm glad she's here, and now I can have her team up with Kurenai. It's awesome. It's legitimately great. We also managed to pick up a weapon for her too. Well, I rolled for a weapon the other day. I rolled on the weapon gacha to pick up some stuff, so I got Naraka. I got I got this. I call it Lucia's blade, Lucia or Alpha's blade from Punishing Grey Raven, because that's what it looks like, the sheath and everything. Because it makes it have, okay, the cooldown becomes 0, increases crit rate, increases damage proportional to speed. So it's like the faster she goes, the better she gets, and she's one of my fastest characters. Like, I spent all week leveling her up, getting her set up and everything with some solid gear. Like, I even sat down on the discount day to get these to 12. Well, I got those to like 12 on a day that wasn't gold discount because I didn't know when it was coming. I wanted to see the difference between raising a 3-star to 12 versus a 6-star to 12 of the same rarity. And what I found was it takes 1.7 million, I'd say 1.5 to 1.7 to get this to 12, and it takes 2.5 to 2.7 million to get this to 12, which is effectively you do this and it's going to be like, to go up 3 stars to get it from anywhere else is like you're spending another, double the initial cost. But she's in a good spot. She's got 50% crit rate, 101% crit damage. My girl, when she hits, she hurts. Awesome. I'm so happy that she's here. Because we also managed to get some other tickets as well. I like having her crit rate though, but that's also like the crit rate thing. It works because, well, she has her crit weapon, so which is really nice. I'd rather have the other one. Let's do this. Let's do a premium recruit because we're being stupid. Let's go for Ingrid. It's like, why? Because why not? Let's get another Rakshasa copy. Who do I want out of this though? I don't have her. Right up. Look at that fuck with the 4 digits. Who do you think you are? Well, we'll take off Rakshasa. She's fine at 1. Somebody call 911. What's the number for 911? Like, the speed mats are nice, but it's like... No, she's not much for that. No, I don't need more copies of her. If anything, I want more copies of Mirabelle. Because it's not Fuma Aki, it's I forget what her name is. But I've been using her more often during like for special ops. And like, this girl is a powerhouse. Like, she's able to been turning the tide of like a lot of these battles in there in the first place. Like, as she scales with like, you effectively need to do like the first push to 50%, but after that she'll clean up because she just gets stronger and stronger, so she can I think it's called like a smiting effect. I forget what other games call that, where it's like when they get to a certain percentage HP, they just fucking die. Yeah, we'll use it on there. All right, let's give it a roll. See where we go. Let's go gambling, everybody. Can we get ing-dings? Let's find out. I don't like the look of that wanted poster. Ah, that's the kind of skyline you need to see. Good. Because they give you other characters as well, which is fine. I don't like saying it, but I also need some 4-star fodder. Got the whole crew to show up. Yes! 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 That's what I'm talking about. That's my girl right there. Thank you, Ingrid. Thank you for coming home. Because I also had her during the beta, and I didn't have the units to support her. Okay, there we go. That's okay, Ingrid. Good. Thank you, Ingrid. Thank you for coming home in a reasonable amount of time. Awesome. Now I have another green unit. I could have gotten Saika, but that's okay though. I like her. I like Saika's interpretation in AT better than here. Good. Now we have the units for it. Because I want to level up her. If I can find her. There it is. Damage increases by 3% of target's lost HP. If the target has less than 50%, the effect is double. Because you can't increase it any further, but her ult is like, yes ma'am, kablam. Because I think her weapon, like her other one, modifies this. Yeah, bleed, debuff, explode, but Giren, now it does it properly for the most part. What's your name? Oh, Fumaaki, I was right. That's like the one thing I don't like is when you're over there with fucking. There are so many little of these. There's like 6 slots you have to deal with every single character, and having to like, because I think you need over 900 slots in the game in the first place to actually, make it worth a damn to give every single character, at least one character, the first time there at least 6 items. There aren't enough at the maximum slots in the game to do that in the first place. Now let's spread them out. I'll put that to 3. Because both of her skills are super good. She's so strong. She's gonna be a powerhouse. I like Saika's AT model because they put a massive amount of emphasis on her gigantic ass. And it's like, that works for me. That's really good. Because they wanted to because it felt like they really wanted to recreate the tapestry of Saika bending over and showing off her gigantic legs and her even bigger butt. I'm like, that's good. I like that. You know what sucks though is like, Rinko will eventually like make it to the pool itself. But what about Mass Taimanin? Miss Booty Butt over here won't ever make it there. She's gonna get in the plane and not make it there. Good. Now I got something for this week so I can put other characters to the grindstone. Strategy, we are still a while away. Okay. Great to see you too, Menos. Okay. Now we're going to go on to the third segment because we've done all we need to do here because there's literally nothing to do there. Look at that. We got it done within half an hour. So now we're going to go into another special segment, which is Sony Vegas. So let me close out of this. Need resolution settings, do that, and exit the game. Okay. So let's go over to here. And now you can see my very inefficient editing flow when I put it up on the screen, because I have to move this over to there. Alright. Welcome to Sony Vegas. It's not fun. Well, it's not fun sometimes. Let's go to I gotta find video preview again. Because usually I have it in a separate monitor. Because what we're gonna do here is like we're gonna make an Ingrid Shorts video. So we've got our all our other stuff over here. In fact, we probably need to open up that again. Well, no, we're not gonna use it. There's better footage here. Let's see. I need to go find they just closed out of my preview tool. Okay, now I gotta look it up again. But there we go. It's like, go to the special pool. She can do all that sort of thing. I appreciate that she'll come back. Hopefully I can get more copies of her because I like her and her big butt too. Video preview. Video preview disappeared. It's under view. It's a video preview. There we go. Now we can shrink that up. And now it's impossible to see for the most part. So we got that. We got to go find funny Ingrid. Because we have a nice choice of various pictures of Ingrid that I can't really zoom in on. Because some of it is like, alright, I can use it, but also other parts are like, no, I can't. Got a media generator. So we got that. We got funny Kara and all that sort of stuff. Because I spent the time to like, alright, this thing lasts 40 seconds and I don't want it to last 40 seconds. Because what we've got in store is Battle B2 from SMT4. Which goes pretty good. So let's we'll go listen for that to see what happens with it. So, okay, so what we're looking for is like right here is where it effectively turns back into the verse portion, which is at 28 seconds. So we can use that to our degree. So it's like we'll press M, make a marker there for it. Because these are like the beat sections. Like, because what I'm trying... Yes. Because today we... I wanted to plan this out so we could like make it as a bigger segment, because doing the because squad stuff doesn't take very long because there's no events, there's nothing happening. So I can also show people like, okay, this is how you use Vegas. And you get to do fun things with it. Like also we need to consolidate these. No. What does it have? Oh, they're all over here. Like Miss Smug Ingrid. We have all the stuff from... Because I also had to go find my very special color graded versions of Ingrid's movie, which are awesome. They are much better looking than the original ones, which are all washed out. And they're supposed to look like, you know, it's a very terrible and horrible place for her. It's like, whoop, not that one. Yeah, that's the one we got to get rid of. Great. Ingrid gets mad. Where's this one? This is where she's walking up to the building. Okay. Because these are all like battle scenes and stuff that we had. Like I like Ingrid a lot, Menos. So it's like I really wanted like, oh cool, let's do something with this. Because like the last couple of weeks, I've spent time to like go look around and like spend a lot of time to go like, okay, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Because like there's some of these, it's like, all right, I can't exactly use them. We'll lower the volume down because it's like when you do this, you have to hear these a lot. So I'm trying to find like what do I want to use? We'll mute this because it's like do some changes. Because I wanted to use some of her AT stuff, but it's like there's not a lot of action behind it. A little odd, I know, but it's like works out a lot better. Miss Ingrid herself, the transformation, and then what is this? This is Showdown. Okay. I like the one thing about doing like the vertical stuff is like I cannot see. What is this? It's the sizzle. All right. We'll go over here to no. I need her AT ult. That's it. So I'll go back. And get that. Because I remembered like I made a different version of that in the first place with her AT ult. Because I wanted to have that for this. But my problem came from the fact that she's using Ignis. When you're using Ignis, it creates a persisting buff effect over her head. So I don't want her to have that. Let's go to character because I don't need any volume for that. Let me just switch to that one. It loses out like 15,000 points of damage, but it won't matter. Cool. Now we got to go back here. Do that. Let's go to some place we can get. There it is. Go back downstairs because we need to get Ingrid to do her ult again. I wonder what happens if I open two forms of OBS at the same time. It probably recognizes it like, oh, bro, you can't be doing that. There's two instances of it running. No, it doesn't. Oh, that's cool. So we need to go retreat and then do it again. Oh, it can't recognize it. Because it's already being used by something else. I know. There we go. That's my biggest problem with this is like, oh, I have to. They can't be hooked at the same time. So let's see. Let's go take it off of something else. Go back to this so I can try again on game capture. There we go. It's happening. I can really feel it. It's gonna work. Fantastic. Go, baby, go. And then old Eddie over here gets his buff. And we spend another like 2 minutes trying to do this. God, if there's anything I hate about this fight is like having to deal with him and his stupid ass bats. And look at that. If he's in any sort of danger, he just puts those on. I'm like, come on. Alright, that's more or less what I needed. I just got her ult, and that's fine. Oh, poopy. It didn't even get there in the first place, which sucks. Alright. I guess we'll just have to live without it then. So what are we going to do? We have that. We have Miss Ingrid on the approach, so we can use that together. Move those. We can never come there, because this is... It's her being smug, and then she's like... With that one, we'll move this over here. Oh. Damn. Dang. It's a little stuck here to say the least, but it's like, alright. So there's a part with her walking, then we have that going forward. And then it cuts the office, okay. too messy. All right, guys. Well, I'll just call it here. I'm losing my mind on this one. Probably should have kept this on the other for that, but you get to see what it's looking like so far. It'll probably come out today. Thank you everybody for coming by. It's a little too much on my end for this, but next time we will be back with some more of that. And obviously next week is going to be some good old-fashioned more Taimanins and such, because next week is a new character. So thank you everybody for coming by. See you next time there on. Later.